Marketing mogul Aaron Murphy. With appearances from special guest Lucy. Welcome to Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us.
That special edition Sims introduction brought to you by Joshua. Simish. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Twist Gaming. Tonight we are playing Twitch Plays Middara, the Unintentional Malum Act 1. This is one of our interactive live streams, and we're so happy that you've taken time to join us tonight to play the game. A little bit about our interactive live streams. The Twitch audience, you folks at home, get to play Hive Mind as a character together. So before we get started, go ahead and take a minute to check out the link here, which will give you your character's gear grid. You folks have been playing as Nightingale at home. Nightingale is a little bit of a magic user, and as we've continued the campaign, and as you guys have continued the campaign, and as we've continued through the story, you have made the choices to build the character as you've wanted. So the way the interactive streams work is that we'll be playing the game all together, and choices will come up that will involve your character, whether you want to move, whether you want to fight, how you want to fight, what have you. And we take your input in one of several ways. The first way, typically, is in chat. So we encourage you to talk with the fellow viewers about what decisions you want to make and to chat with us. We're live, we're watching your chat, we see what you want to do. Other times, we might have a choice between A and B, and we'll use a poll function. Thank God, I hope you set up.
Nope.
We'll have a poll function. Hello, fellow viewers. That will come up, and it'll show up in the center of the screen right here, and will give you either option 1 or option 2, whatever that is, for the question. In order to vote in the polls, you would either type the number associated with your choice or type the text next to the number, and it will count just the same. If you are one of our fantastic subscribers to the show, your votes count for twice.
Count for twice?
Count
twice. Count for twice?
Count for double?
Yeah.
I thought it worked. You're welcome. So the poll right here is terrible. A terrible example of what a poll looks like. And you get the choice of butthead or butthead still. Another way that we might take your input is in certain parts of the show, certain parts of the game, you'll have to roll dice. And Josh has taken the time to program in, and knows polls. Josh has taken the time to program in the various dice that are in this game, including all their unique faces. You can close your poll now. I hate it. It's the worst. I need the dice. Make it go away.
Hit the dice button.
What is it going to do? Make your poll go away?
No, it's not going to make my poll go away.
That's the problem. So I will request dice to be rolled in chat as such.
It's the top of the poll.
It will ask you to roll the white die, roll the purple die. You can use exclamation mark roll, or you may have the extension downloaded to where you can just click the roll button. All of the...
I just want to let you know I got 5 votes.
All of the rolls go into a pool and get picked up.
A swimming pool or like a pool, like billiards pool?
You didn't know the difference. Get picked up here, and those are the results we use. So we'll have you roll for not only your own character, but also for the monsters.
Monsters.
The specifics for you. So that's kind of the generalities of how a lot of our interactive streams work. Specifically, it may be important to you to know what kind of spells or weapons, what have you, the Nightingale has. So the two things that often come up are Gore Shot and Organic Liquefy. So these are two of the things that I'm going to throw you off of the edge of the world. So Gore Shot...
Sounds like a fun trip.
Gore Shot...
Where are we going?
Stop talking! Gore Shot is a spell that allows you to roll a die and add 6 to the result.
Magic missile.
It's magic missile. If you beat the attacker's roll, then it does 2 magic damage, and then you can take 1 irreducible damage to your character to deal additional damage. The other magic spell y'all have is Organic Liquefy. Again, roll a die, add 6, and it deals damage equal to the number rolled of the attacker, using 2 of their best, what are called conviction die.
The attacker or the defender?
The defender. And as we continue to play, you'll get a better idea of what the terminology is. It's important to note that you start your first round with 3 SP, which are like energy points. And on these cards, you can tell that this spell costs 1 energy point, 1 SP, and that this one costs 3. So those are some of the basics to kind of catch you up if you're new to the stream or just joining us in midway. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms about Joshua, not about me, don't tell me, I don't want to hear it.
Email Ann@twistgaming.tv.
And we recently acquired some nifty synergy items for spending damage recovery. Absolutely. Remind me of what the standard actions are for the infection reduction. Awesome. So in the storyline, Nightingale has been possessed by some magic thing, and that's basically where the story is going, as we're trying to figure out what this black spirit is.
The name of it. It's a...
I remember what it is.
What is it?
Do you remember what it is?
It's a creature of eyes on all sides besides its feet.
No, I don't remember but we're looking for the Theodosians.
Yep.
Who were the creatures who knew how to use them.
Maul.
Okay. So you were, as a result of this creature, your character was infected. So the infection, which is
Patient
the story
0.
ability, gives you -1 health, and you can exhaust it to reduce the SP cost of a standard action by 1.
So they're asking what the standard actions are.
Throw it. Awesome. So standard actions. Here are the standard actions. What is it actually called? SP. I know that it stands for something, and I don't know why.
Stamina points.
Thank you. So standard actions that you can take is for 1 stamina point, you can move. For 2, you can attack. And for 1, you can encounter things. So we'll have objectives or no, totems are automatically, or objectives or loot on the board. Re-equip, which we don't really do. You can dodge.
That's all the standard actions. That's all that ability ties to is those top 4.
Okay. So then the standard ability, so that means that they can move for free, essentially. They can exhaust and move for free, or exhaust and
Or
encounter
they could
for
attack
free.
for 1 SP if they wanted to attack.
That's going to drive me nuts. You also have standard abilities, which are important to remember. For 1 stamina point, you can dodge an attack that's incoming. You can empower your roll, which means that you can roll a black die along with your regular roll, and you can empower a magic attack. Why attack when we can pew pew pew? Or you can counter for 2 stamina points. Pew pew! That was fun. So we mentioned before that there are some cool things that y'all got to synergize with losing health, and those 2 things are the apocryphal antiquity and the blood.
Ring of Blood.
Yeah, the Ring of Blood. I got that bear song that Matt does in my head.
I have bad jokes about now. I'm going to give this to myself.
On the wall. So does empower even help our spells?
Not
No, really. No, because it's all icons and your spells aren't icon based.
There's some spells where the
Books and iconography
there's some
help
gear where the
encourage.
books can help give you plus to your casting rolls,
Right.
which would help.
So the apocryphal antiquity. When you deal magic damage to an opponent, you can exhaust to heal 1. So let's say you're going to take your 1 irreducible damage in order to increase the damage, and you would exhaust your apocryphal antiquity to gain back that health. Same thing when you have Ring of Blood. When you deal damage to an opponent, heal 2, and you exhaust that. Exhaust means that the item is out of play for a round, and flip means that the item is out of play until you're told to unflip a card, which is a little bit more difficult.
Ready to go?
I think so.
What happened last time
Before,
on Twitch
wait,
Plays
no,
Middara?
shh. Are there any, just before we start, I just want to double check if there's any other questions or things that I should clarify before we jump in. Okay, class.
Pancakes or waffles?
Oh my gosh, there was an article that we were talking about at work where E&Y got outed for doing some sort of corporate training for women about, it was just really sexist and terrible. And I was like, oh my god, this is out of the 1950s.
What does that have to do about pancakes and waffles?
Because they said that women think like maple syrup on a pancake. Things are just scattered all over the place. But men are like waffles, so they can think better because thoughts get collected in little pools. It was the most ridiculous BS I've ever heard in my entire life, and it made me so upset. It's not even have to do with me. Okay, what happened last time on Twitch Plays Middara?
I asked you.
I read a lot, but you're much better at this part. Pancakes are cake.
It's true. We went shopping.
We did.
I got some. I didn't get new shoes. I got a new sword. Twitch
Yeah.
got a book from the Reading Rainbow. So we got some new stuff. We read some bit, and we went on a side quest because we got a letter from Remi's dad, Mr. Mob.
Yeah, so we are in town where Remi's father lives.
We're in town. We left.
And we're trying to get him to help us to find these Theodosians to figure out what's going on with the spirit that's in Nightingale's head. And we couldn't stay at the father's house because the father's essentially a mobster and Nightingale is some sort of princess. And there's
you can't have the police. You can't have the
politicking.
police sleeping at the mobster's house.
Most of us are poor again. That's correct. So we went and stayed at an inn, and there was some innkeeper who was smashing a lot of stuff downstairs with some chick that came in. And then we got a letter from the dad saying, hey, if I'm going to be looking for who these Theodosian people are, there is a caravan with my stuff on it, and I haven't heard about the caravan, and I need you to go talk to these other people to check it out. And we said, I don't need no...
We don't listen to the instructions very well.
We don't. So we decided we were going to check it out because, it's just a caravan, right?
Yeah, we're adventurers. We can do it.
We're adventurers. We're going to do it.
So you want to read us the opening text of
Yes.
the area we walked into?
The scene of the attack is complete chaos. A once extravagant caravan is scattered before you. It looks as if the wagon was torn to shreds, destroyed by a blast of some sort. There are a fair amount of monsters among the wreckage, but it's obvious that it wasn't just monsters that did this. It looks as if the caravan was blown to pieces. Chests and goods were thrown in all directions. The ones that landed in water look intact, but the current threatens to pull them over the edge of a cliff. Far to the north, perched upon a perilous ledge, a bladed weapon sticks out of the dirt. The ground it is driven into looks like it may give way, but even from here you can see the blade's fine craftsmanship.
Anne, would you say there's booty everywhere?
I hate you.
What?
On an emotional
That's a
level.
good one.
I hate you so much. It was good. I'll give you that. You're going to need the diagram book.
Don't tell me all of my life.
You're going to need the diagram
You're
book?
not my real dad.
Let's
He left today.
make sure. You're such a ridiculous human being.
We'll get to it as we get to it, Anne.
I just want to
Stop
make
cheating.
sure that I don't need anything else. I will fight you. Okay. So, here is the map for this.
Matt's not here. This is Mattless Middara Mondays.
He's going to be so sad. It's so mean. We're mean people. Okay. So this is the map for this particular encounter. I will zoomy right on in. The way that we determine who goes when is in Middara
The
is
turn
not
order, you would say?
is not like through rolling dice like D&D initiative. It is through this neato little initiative track. So we shuffle up all the cards. You got the monsters
Track
in
or
here.
deck?
Do you have all the cards in here?
No, I just handed you some random cards. Look, we just lost the camera.
What did you do?
I'm guessing the battery died because it got unplugged.
What is the win condition in this one? So y'all can still hear me as Josh fixes the camcorder. Because we haven't been doing this for 4 years.
Oh, it's still on.
So win condition. All loot tokens are retrieved or destroyed, and all combatants have been defeated. So the loot tokens... What did you do then, if it's still on?
I don't know. Figure it out. Do it live.
All right, I'm going to zoom out a little so that you can see the whole map, and then up. Nope, the other up. All right. Oh, hey, there it is. What
We're
what
back.
was it?
I just deactivated and reactivated again and it worked.
You turned it off and turned it back on.
Exactly.
Is that what you said?
That's what you do in the accurate world.
Okay. First, oh jeez, is me.
Little
Second
you?
are these Fragor creatures.
They got big booties. They're kind of like peacock versions of the Cavesicles.
Next are the Gavarons. Everything is dusty. I can't even live my life. Everything is dusty. Then is Rook, the Water Loas,
Rook the tank.
Nightingale, and
Rook the book.
and Zeke.
Rook the mook.
Josh, are you the tank?
No power means no signal. Reboot lets the signal make a proper electronic handshake.
Turned it off and turned it back on. So Zeke is gonna go. No, I'm gonna go for the sword. I can fly.
I can fly.
I'm like Peter Pan. So Nightingale, your turn is going to be down here, but obviously your input is going to be important up here. But just as a heads up to when we're going to be asking you what y'all want.
Are you gonna
to
go? You go for the sword first, or are you gonna go for that loot that's going down the
Okay.
waterfalls?
So what's important to note about this particular board is that there's a current. So as you can see, there's plenty of water tiles.
Current events.
How much did you sleep at? Like you are on.
I told you.
You're so on
7
point.
hours and 45 minutes, approximately. Give or take a
So
couple
there are
minutes.
these water tiles here, and the water tiles do have a current. You can tell that there's waterfalls over
Those
here.
aren't water tiles, and there's water on those tiles.
There are loot tokens that are in these water spaces, and the way that the current works is that these tokens, as well as the monsters, will move downstream.
Not the water lowers. They're immune to currents.
Will move.
They live in the water. You would think they'd just get thrown down waterfalls all day.
Will move downstream one space each round. So our goal is to try and collect these loot tokens before they fall down to the current. So this loot token is 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds from falling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds from falling to give you some sort of an idea of how quickly we need to pick up these loot. To pick up loot.
If we want the loot.
Well, that's part of the win condition. All loot tokens are retrieved or destroyed, and all combatants have been defeated. I feel like we want the loot.
I mean, we do, but...
Money, money, money.
So we have to get all the loot and destroy all the enemies? Or we can just get all the loot?
No, and destroy all the enemies.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's how the current works. We also have, so we have a lot of new stuff. We're kind of into a new chapter, so we'll learn a little bit about the new stuff. There's also this new terrain type here.
What are those?
Those are yellow borders. Those are slippery rocks. So when a figure ends their movement on or leaves a special terrain space printed on tile UM55, which is this tile terrain here, they must make an agility 10 check. So stay off the rocks. Killer.
Zeke can go on the rocks. He's fine.
Rook can't. If they fail, they must immediately move their figure one space toward the current's edge and end their turn. Currents will move loot tokens and figures through the space as though it was water.
I could move through water fine, though, as Rook.
There is also the same special terrain tokens here on UM57. Again, those yellow border tokens around the cliff here. This is Dangerous Edge. When a figure ends their movement or leaves a special terrain space printed on tile UM57, the space becomes dangerous terrain. Then they must make a perception 10 check. If they pass, they immediately move their figure to any adjacent space and continue their turn. If they fail, they're defeated. So the character, Josh has a lot of the information for the characters on, my hand gets cut off. Here. So you can see the information for the various characters here.
I was very confused why you're pointing at your name.
Nightingale is up here. So Nightingale has health 10.
13.
Oh, that's a good thing I can read. Health 13. Defense
10 defense.
6 movement, and 1 armor. What statistics are not on there and are on that gear check are the character kind of things. So Nightingale has a presence of 6, lore 3, agility 5, perception 2, and strength 2. And those will be used for the various checks.
I feel like Rook should have a higher presence. His presence 4, but he's a big character. I think he shows a lot of presence.
What is presence supposed to be?
Like your being. I don't know.
I like how committed you were to that answer. I feel like it should be awareness, but then like perception should be awareness.
Yeah, perception is awareness.
Yeah.
Presence, like how noticeable you are. I would think.
That would make, but she's like
She's the princess, so like a 6
Nightingale
makes sense. But like I'm only a 4.
Remi's
Presence is how much you control the room.
Remi's a 3. Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Zeke's only a 2 because he's a smoker. No one cares about him.
First of all, that's rude.
What's rude about that?
Okay, I'm not going to explain to you how to treat other human beings on this show. Okay, slow currents. So we talked about the blue water spaces here. These currents move figures and
Yes, the
tokens.
perception check for the cliff rocks and agility check for the slippery rocks.
Yes. So, yep.
The slip and slide.
So it's a perception check for the cliff edge, but an agility check for the river rocks. That's correct. And in order to do a check, you roll
2 purple dice.
and then add your natural ability
Yep.
to that score.
Yep.
So for Nightingale, in order to pass the agility check of 10, you have a natural agility of 5. You'd need to roll a 5 between the 2 purple die. In order to pass the perception check of 10, you have a perception of 2, so you'd need to have to roll the result of 8 to pass. It's meet or beat, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's an airhead. She's not paying attention to nothing. Her perception is 2. I see. I know that person.
And what's your lore? I'm just curious.
2. Nightingale's is 3.
Yeah, Zeke's the 2.
That's
Rook's a freaking 5.
yeah.
You guys are all
he's
dumb.
the book nerd. We can pretty much sit in the middle of the map and shoot everything. Right. So that was another thing to discuss. Y'all took where?
The thing right next to your hand.
Thank you. This is going to green screen a bit, and I apologize. The Hemlock and Seer. So most of the time we're going to talk about Sphere of Influence in this game, and the default Sphere of Influence is a 4. However, because you have the Hemlock and Seer, probably mispronouncing that, your Sphere of Influence is permanently increased by 2, so it is a 6. So you'll be able to shoot anything within 6 spaces, including diagonally from your character.
As long as it's in your
line of sight. So there are some tiles, for example, the tiles over here with the red borders, which you're not able to see through, so they
Can
block
we see through the trunk?
line of sight. I don't know because there's a red border around it.
Okay. They do a really bad job of the red border around.
On the map tile?
On the map tiles.
Yeah, it should be. It's very thick on the individual tokens, but not on the actual map. Okay, so there are 2 objectives currently on the map. There is the blue objective, which is somewhere over here. Okay, so the blue objective, that's where the sword is that's mentioned in the
sword
beginning.
and the stone.
In the beginning of the story.
Excalibur.
The blue objective token represents a weapon stuck in the cliffs. An adventurer in this space may make an encounter action to make a strength 10 check to pull it from the rocks. If they
and
do...
how's your strength?
4.
Okay, not bad.
That's not bad. Nightingale's is 2.
But you can fly over there.
Zeke's
so
is 4. Rook's is a bajillion.
6.
Yeah, yeah, I can fly over there. Read the hidden text objective. Okay, so that's the blue objective.
And the yellow one's over here.
Yes, the
If it's
yellow
yellow.
objective. Only read the following hidden text if instructed to. That's terrifying. There are also some totems on the board. So you'll see the blue totem over here and a red totem over here. The totems are activated when a character is in line of sight of the totem, and then we'll go to the book and read the special thing that happens at the time. Usually it spawns baddies. There is a rock right here.
Okay, so it's blocking line of sight at that.
Yes, this rock
first.
has a red border, so that is blocking line of sight and through the tree. But it's just the rock that has the red border, so I have a feeling this blue totem will be activated first.
Okay.
So I think that covers pretty much everything on the board. Let's go high level over the monsters that we have on the board. So we have fought the Gavadon and the Water Loa before, so we'll go over high level on those creatures. Like Josh so sassily brought up earlier, the Water Loas live in the water.
That's the name, Water Loa.
They have a special ability called Arcane, which means that whenever you roll a dice and you get a special bonus for the dice rolls, for example, this is +2 physical damage if I have 2 shields on my die results. The Arcane ability nerfs all of them. So your items mean nothing, which means that magic attacks are most effective against water Loas.
Where's Zeke?
Where's Zeke? So in addition to arcane, they have H2O.
I really like the movie Waterboy. Good quality H2O.
The water Loa is never provokes break attacks. It never chooses to leave the water, and if it attacks you and you're out of the water, it leaves a water tile underneath the space that you would occupy. In general, when you are using a monster and it's going to attack you, they have the programming on the text here. It is very simple to follow. It's very an if-then-else kind of formula. The water Loa has a conviction, and that's your magic defense, essentially, of a white die and a teal die. The bottom die colors go from what? White, purple, orange?
White, purple, teal, orange? No, white? No, purple,
Yeah.
white, orange, teal, red, green, gray, blue.
So we're probably only going to get up to
Teal's the highest.
teal so far.
We've seen a couple reds.
So their casting die is a white die, and that's for their magic attacks. When we're reading these iconography, you can see that there's the sword icon here for a melee attack and the arrow icon here for a ranged attack, and that's the water Loa. There are two of them. They're color-coded. The basis for water Loa 1 is red, and water Loa 2 is purple. When we're referring to the cave skulls, it is cherry, grape, and grimskull. We are also going to be fighting Gavadon. These suck. So the Gavadon
French dogs.
Have ferocious. So at the start of the Gavadon's turn, they're going to gain a token, a temporary ability called Courage. Courageous. Courage. Courage is going to say that the stars, shields, and books add +1 physical damage. Discard if the Gavadon misses the attack. So basically, all of the tokens give all of the physical damage. They suck. They're also agile. So the first time each turn the Gavadon is attacked, it gets to dodge. Also has adrenaline.
No,
so each time
Oh, sorry, you read that backwards.
Each time the Gavadon is attacked, the Gavadon will counter with a melee attack at up to reach 2. And that's because it's got a sword tail. The Gavadon has conviction of a white die and a teal die. It's got no casting die. It won't be casting any magic damage. It's got +2 armor piercing. So we were talking about the various armor abilities up here in the skills up here. And that means this means nothing. That has got nothing. And this means nothing. And that gets cut down to 1. The combat die for the Gavadon are 2 teal die. And you can see here 12 health, 11 defense, 6 and 0. So we've fought those two before. The new addition to our game is the Fragor. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I hope not.
Fraggle Rock?
Fraggle Rock. So Fraggle Peacock Rock has something called Corrosive Husk. So when the Fragor is hit by an attack, place a bulb token adjacent to it on the space nearest the most opponents, that does not contain a bulb token. That's a terrible sentence. Figures other than Fragors provoke break attacks from bulbs. When this occurs, flip the token and resolve the listed ability against all figures on or adjacent to the bulb. Bulb tokens are affected by currents. So essentially they poop bombs. That's how I read that. So what does the bulb token look like, Joshua? Do you know?
No idea. You want to give me that and continue reading?
Sure.
Instead of...
This is... The Fragor has +1 physical damage with the shields. The conviction die is a white and an orange die, so it is a little less... defense. I'm sorry?
The other boxes.
It is a little less defense against magic, so they're a little more susceptible to damage by magic attacks. No casting die. Its combat die is a teal and an orange, so it's pretty serious. The health is just a 6, so they should be easy enough to knock out. And they are a swarm, which means that there are 3 of them. So you can see the red, purple, and orange Fraggle Rocks right there. So, hey, that's me. Hi. Thank you for following. Ooh, look how purple my hair is. It's gotta go back to purple. Now it's just very blonde. Those are bulb tokens? Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. So those are the bulb tokens. So they're essentially, they drop the feathers. I wish they were multicolored like the things are, but these are all yellow.
But then you could figure out which one was. Each one has a different back.
Yeah. Okay. So deal purple damage of physical damage. Place
We'll find out what happens.
mock terrain.
Stop cheating.
I want to see what it does.
We'll find out when it happens.
You're very aggressive, and I don't appreciate it. I will
Ready to start?
throw another pencil at you. Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, so I start off with my turn. And I think I want to try and get to the sword, but those stupid Gavadons are over there. But if I fly, I don't provoke a break attack.
Correct. You can't get over there in one turn, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either. What are the orange
If you're
terrains?
flying, doesn't matter.
What are the orange for these guys?
It's hindrance terrain, so make an attack or attacking into one of those is -1 to the attack roll.
They have Sphere of Influence is 4. Is there an opponent adjacent? Is there an opponent within the Sphere of Influence? And their thing...
If you're behind the rock, you're not in the Sphere of Influence because you're out of the line of sight.
What rock?
If you're joined to the...
I'd have to get all the way back here.
How many spaces can you move?
7. 6. I got nerfed because of something.
So how
The
far
heavy
6
Zambato.
spaces?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not very far. It's going to take me 2 turns to get over there. And I can only move once.
You can walk and then use your SP for movement, but you have to do the checks on those rocks. Then you can get there in 1 turn.
Which rocks?
The star rocks.
But it's still 6, right? 1, 2, 3. No. You're saying use flight. 1, 2.
I say not use flight.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would get me here.
Then use 2 SP for movement.
7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 more. I need 10 total. How many movement per SP?
2 movement.
So I would have 4. That would get me the
Does that
10.
terrain slow you down? Hinder and terrain.
But
it does toss 2 movement points with them, so I'm sorry. I'm mistaken.
And then I'm all up in the Gavadon's business. And they're nasty, and I hate them.
You can go attack that orange dude. You attack the Waterloa.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could get the loot.
You do you, boo-boo. Metal God saying we got the Loa. Go get the loot then.
I feel like at least then I would accomplish something. Right? And that would get me a little closer.
They're asking if you would trigger the blue totem, right? If you go... Oh, if she got to the cliff edge, she would definitely activate it.
So anything kind of here.
I was talking if you went all the way over to get the sword.
Right. Yeah, I would, definitely. And I think like anything past that pencil is going to trigger line of sight for the totem, right?
Go get the loot. You're probably going to get attacked by the Guavadons.
Thanks. Appreciate it. So it's 2 movement to go through somebody, but if I fly, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still can't.
You can if you just walked, can't you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Spend 1 movement for 2.
7, 8.
Then 1 to grab it.
That's correct. Okay, so let's do that. This. So now that's my 3 SP. This is the green loot. Why don't I have my pencil
Money.
for the thing?
Because you threw it at me.
Inside this chest, you find a pile of treasure. The party gains 20 gold.
Pencil's on the board.
Yeah, but where's my sheet?
I don't know. You still have a pencil on the board, Ann. It's not a log on the board.
It is. It's the orange one. I fixed it. Don't worry. Okay. So
So we got 20 gold.
20 gold.
Mana mana.
What's today's the 24th?
No, 21st.
Why did I think it was 24th?
I don't know why you thought it was 21st. 4th.
10, 21. I'm gonna need more loose leaf. Okay, so we got 20 gold. And can I have my boxes again, please? So now it is the Fragger's turn. So Twitch, if it's gonna attack, I'm gonna ask you to roll the terrible attack die, and then it'll be your fault. Because that's how it goes. Joshua,
Yes.
is there an opponent adjacent
Nope.
to the red one? Is there an opponent within the sphere of influence to the red one?
Nope.
Can it be moved adjacent to an opponent?
How much movement does it have?
It has 4 movement.
1, 2,
No.
3, 4. No, they can't. It's an hindrance terrain.
Move towards the nearest opponent.
Pencil.
You could stand up.
Pencil. You yell at me when I stand.
No, I yell at you when you grab the table.
So that's 2. That's 4 movement.
Joshua,
Yes.
is there an opponent adjacent to purple?
No. It can move, though.
There we go.
2, 3, 4.
You think that's how it would move?
Yep.
Same questions with orange. So ridiculous. It is the Govardhan's turn. At the start of the Govardhan's turn, it sucks, so it gains
Courage.
courage, which is in the box in front of you.
Courage. The cowardly dog.
Is there an opponent adjacent?
No.
Is there an opponent within reach 2?
No.
Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2?
What's their movement?
Movement is 6.
Purple definitely can.
So
I believe
red
red
first.
can as well.
So movement is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will stay at reach 2, so it would stay here. I feel like that's 6-ish. Red, yeah, 2. Sucks so much. Make a melee attack within reach 2. So the Govardhan sucks, and it is going to roll 2 teal die for its attack. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I'm going to dodge with my occult shirt because I'm not in the water.
Roll black die.
Yep. Don't be a skull. Don't be a skull. Be lots of shields. 4 books.
They rolled an 11.
So there's metal. They rolled an 11.
So that's plus. That's 1 over. And they have 3 symbols, so that would be 4 damage.
That's including armor piercing too.
Yep.
How do I mitigate damage? I can't. And I can't counter.
The dodge was 4 books. Completely useless.
Yeah, it sucked a lot. So my shirt gets thing, and I get hit. Awesome. Fun.
So you're
Great.
down to 8 health.
Follow up. Pull 2.
No.
Is there an opponent within reach 2? Make a melee attack within reach 2. Follow up. Pull 2.
No. He did. Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2? Go down to the next step.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, move. Reach 2 with the nearest opponent, then make a melee attack within reach 2. Then move to be add up to reach 2 from the farthest opponent within movement range.
So that moves again.
Yeah. Zippity doo dah, zippity yeah.
That would be Rook.
Sure would. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think he has to get next to me.
5, 6.
I think you would just move straight and be adjacent, like adjacent to me. It doesn't.
But it wants to stay away from you. It wants to stay at reach 2.
Okay.
Make a melee attack within reach 2. Roll 2 teal die and murder. Oh! Pfft.
Yeah, you get a break attack.
Oh, okay. Then we're going to make this go away. We're going to let it run out because...
It's not going to run out while it's gone, so you have to let it roll. But they're going to roll a black die and dodge.
Okay. It's gone now, because now it's on and the things are gone. Thank you, Shadowmer. That was a good catch. So I have the poleaxe, which means that I have reach 2. Opponents within reach 2 provoke break attacks. So you guys are going to roll a black die for the Gavadon to see if its dodge attack is successful. This is the first time I'm attacking with this setup. Okay. So I have the polearm and the Zambato. And because I have Gygas Grip, I'm going to be able to roll 2 teal dice. This is the Gygas Grip.
Their dodge failed.
Oh, good. So good. Which means weapons require you to empower. I do need to empower my roll because the Zambato empowers. But it means essentially that I'm going to grab 2 die from this entire pool plus the empower die, and I get to roll that result. Fungal! So, my attack failed.
Guess what?
What?
Gavadon makes a counterattack.
Wait a second. Hold your... Do I have anything that saves me? I have to exhaust this card. I have to unexhaust it next time. This stinks. That stunk a lot. Okay. Yeah, sure does. Gavadon makes a... Oh, no. Wait.
Okay.
So that means I get to reroll the black die, right?
Yeah.
So what I
Do you
just
want to reroll
showed...
the 4 as well? Because the 4 is not that great either.
So what I just showed up in the card is that I do have a second ability called Hammer Helm. So when making a melee attack, if you have a 2-handed weapon equipped, which I do, you may reroll any die in your combat dice pool. A lot of the cases when they refer to rerolling any die, they specify that you may not reroll the black die.
Yep.
But because that specification is not on here and they've used it, I assume that means that this also means that I can reroll the black die. Oh, skipper. Okay. So I'm rerolling. Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, the teal guy looks great, Anne.
I know, doesn't it? Oh, it looks terrible. That looks the worst. That's an 8 and a 6.
So that's a 14.
That's a 14. It's got some symbols on it. That's just really terrible. It's not helping anybody. Okay. Yeah, it really doesn't help either.
Yeah, just let's go.
8. Shh, Joshua, quit rushing me. Okay. That is an 8 and a 6, which is a 14.
How much defense do they have?
11.
So you're doing 3 damage on the bat.
Okay.
No armor. So what do your symbols do?
For 2 shields, which I have... For each 2 shields, which I have 3, plus 2 physical damage.
What's your Zambato do?
Okay, but do that.
What's your Zambato do?
Oh, because I can account them for one or the other?
Yes.
That's so stupid. For 2 shields, I get plus 3 physical damage, and I have 2 sets of 3 shield. 2 shields plus 3 physical damage. I have 3 sets of 2 shields. 3, 6, 9.
9 plus the 3, so you got 12 damage so far.
Okay, for a star, I get plus 2. I'm relying on you to count.
It's already dead.
Shh! I want to see how I did.
Can you use those symbols for anything else, or that's all they do?
That is all those symbols do.
Okay. So you kill it.
You weren't going to let me do my total? I wanted to see what I got. Fine. Okay. So now it's the purple Gavadon's turn. And it is going to do the same thing. It has a movement of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to go here. It has courage.
You get loot.
Josh ruining Anne's fun. You're damn skippy. I'm so happy somebody figured that out. 8 loot. Okay. So the Gavadon is going to roll 2 teal attack die to try
Can you dodge
and
again?
hit me. Yes, I can dodge with my cloak. So I can dodge, but I can't counter. So where is the black die? Is it not a skull?
It's not a skull.
We'll count it if it's not a skull. I definitely dropped it, though.
It's 1 shield. It rolled 2 3s. You're fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Do you have any other counters or no?
That doesn't let me counter. No, only
So it loses courage.
1, 2. The Zembot, when making an attack, you deal additional damage. Oh, you didn't let me do that.
What?
You didn't let me count my damage. Okay, so it loses its courage because it missed. Good job, you. Fuck.
What's the ability on the Zambato?
After resolving an attack you made, make a melee attack against a different target, or when making an attack, you deal additional damage equal to the difference by which you hit.
Doesn't matter. Died.
I know, but I wanted to know what my thing
FYI,
was.
you did a damage, so you heal, right?
Yes. So I have a... You killed, so heal.
You're
Which would you,
hurt.
thank you very much, Shadowmare. Oh, I'm hurt. Yep. So it doesn't charge... Whenever you're healed, you have 0 damage. You may add a damage token as an ability token, but I didn't have 0 damage. However, I do have another ability with my familiar, so when I deal damage to an opponent, I always heal 1. Okay, so that thing hit me.
It missed.
It missed, so that's the end of the turn. Oh, no, it's a then. Then, move to be up to reach 2 of Rook. But it's going to provoke a break attack as soon as it goes away. Because...
But you exhaust that to do that, right?
No. I exhaust this card if I miss. Opponents within reach 2 provoke break attacks. If you ever miss with an attack using this ability, exhaust this card. So then I still get that break attack, and you're not going to let me count because you suck. But I've exhausted my reroll with Hammer Helm. Doesn't matter. So I rolled a 12 and 4 shields. It has a defense of 11, armor of 0, so it does 1 damage. I have 3 sets again of 2 shields, 3, 6, 9, which is 10. Then I have always +1 physical damage here.
That's 11.
And that, excuse me, so sorry. No stars. And then I have when I can exhaust it to...
Exhaust it to what?
Exhaust the Zambato to deal the damage equal to the difference by which you hit. And that would be just enough.
1 damage just to kill it.
Done. You're welcome. I'm beast, in case you're wondering. But that means I exhausted my Zambato.
Now all the dogs are gone.
Now all the puppies are gone. Okay. Oh!
Monster loot.
Monster loot! They did the monster mash. Oh, that's cool. That means the puppies are gone. Like, I don't like them. They are stinky, and they hurt a lot. More heal. Oh, yeah, I get to heal, too. Okay, we won't rush Josh. We'll let him do one thing at a time, even if he wouldn't count how many points.
Okay, I'm going to go look for the loot card. Continue with the next person's turn.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Okay, so I killed the 2... so I drew this special card, Monster Loot, like Metal God mentioned. So usually when we draw loot, we get gold pieces. But with the Monster Loot, we get something special. Thank you! We get something special for the round. So Josh is trying to find the special thing that's coming up. The next person's turn is Rook. So what do you want to do, Joshua, with Rook?
Which loot is fallen first?
This one.
How far away am I from that one?
You are... Do you count movement through opponents?
Movement through opponents does count, but I ignore terrain tiles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You are 11 spaces away.
11 spaces away?
11 movement away. Possible unique? Is it a unique when you just get the monster?
If I go around the tree, is it the same?
Can you do diagonal? 1,
No.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's more around the tree.
Okay.
What is pulling?
I can get close to the loot, but I can't. I won't be able to grab it this turn.
Also, if you... Oh, no, you won't. I thought maybe you would.
Are you within my sphere of influence or no?
Am I within your sphere of influence? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I am.
But you're in line of sight. Are you within line of sight?
No,
was the
I'm not
question.
within line of sight.
Okay. I'm going to cast Barrier on Zeke.
What does barrier do, Joshua?
+1 armor.
That is the barrier token. +1 armor. I'm going to go ahead and put that on Zeke's little thing here so I remember.
I'll put it on my sheet.
You're so rude.
Okay. So that doesn't cost me any SP because I gain it back when I cast it on someone else. I'm going to... Yeah, move me... yeah, move me towards that loot.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many spaces can you move?
I can move 8 spaces, and then I can spend my SP to move the rest.
So 10 and then here, right? 11, but it would be 12, but you can't split a thing, right?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think we need to burn it yet. See what the totems bring.
12. Put me on the land, because I can move 1 more space.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, so that way you can dodge. So another important thing about water is that you cannot dodge in a water terrain.
Left or right?
Right. What is this? So this is the monster loot. It's a Gavaron weapon. It's a 2-handed weapon. Bladed tail. Passive is reach 2. The first time each turn you provoke a break attack, you may counter. The shields are +1 physical damage. The stars are +2 physical damage. This is not better than what I have. And that makes me a little upset.
Why not?
Because that would replace this one.
Why not the Zombato?
This is Zambato's Bamf. Because this gives me 1 +1 physical damage. Whatever. I wouldn't. For each single shield.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you probably would replace the other one.
And then for this one, it doesn't give me. This has got the whole follow-up swap places with the target and then deal 1 physical damage for every shield. Like, I think that this one is beefier. This is nice because it's 1 shield, 1 physical damage, and this is 2 to 2.
What's the first time each turn you provoke a
break attack?
Okay.
Yes, the loot moves at the end of the round. So after Zeke's turn, the loot will move. I mean, it's cool. I'm going to have to figure this out emotionally.
Do I want to do that? Actually,
what are you considering?
Move me to where the blue totem is. Because it's going to move down 1, and it'll move right into the space I will be next to. I had the movement for it.
Where do you want to go? This was 11.
I want to go where the blue totem was.
Here?
I think I had a movement. If 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
No. 1.
2,
2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'll be right off. That's fine. Leave me where I'm at then. I don't know why I'm in the water right now. I should be off to the side. Give me a space.
You feel better about your life choice?
Maybe. All right. Whose turn is it next?
This guy go in my backpack, I guess. Unless I just equip 3 items. I could be like Shiva with 9 hands. Next up is the water loas. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, it's bad. Is there, for the red water loa, is there a figure within the sphere of influence with an effect?
Nope.
Nope. Are there more than one opponents adjacent?
Nope.
Is there an opponent within the sphere of influence?
Correct.
Cast spell 6, prioritizing the opponent with the lowest conviction value. What's your conviction value?
I do have 1 white die and 1 purple die.
I had something that upgraded my conviction die. Where hell is it? I have a white die and a purple die. When making a conviction check, books add +1 to your roll.
So you should take it.
That's rude.
You have a better chance to pass it.
Okay, can you dodge a magic attack?
No, you cannot.
I hate you emotionally. Hate
And
you.
it deals magic damage equal to 2 plus the difference rolled on their failed conviction check. So since you have a better chance of getting a higher number, you should go. Just go ahead and have chat roll for the spell.
I don't like you. So the water lowest casting die is a white die. Don't fail. Just roll better. And I have a white die and a purple die for my conviction roll. I had something that gave me another one. I must have gotten rid of it.
That's a wonderful roll, Anne.
I rolled a 4. Okay, so theirs is a 12.
Yep.
Against my 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an 8 difference.
+2, so that's 10 damage.
I have no books.
It kills you. Unless you have something to... chat. You're within the sphere of influence for chat, so they can help you reroll a die, can't they?
Is that this one? Yes. So, thank you. We're going to exhaust the wand of hindsight, and I'm going to reroll that purple die. Thank you.
Do you have anything that lets you give or reroll with any of your items? Your consumables.
1 SP, remove an effect from an ally, and no.
Okay. And a plank. And it's supposed to roll better, not worse.
I don't even understand how I rolled a 1. Wait, that was the purple die? I lied. I want to roll the white die. Because
Why
the
the
purple
white die?
Because the white die is better than the purple die. I'm totally cheating. You saw this? Me cheat? Because I was like, how do I get a 1 on that? It doesn't make it much better.
All right, so you rolled a 6. It beats you by 6, so it does 8 damage, so you're down to 2 health.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that was fun. Thank you, guys.
You could flip your earrings.
And reroll it again. So I have enchanted piercings, which would get rid of my... Oh, no. I'm going to flip it. Not dead. I'm going to flip it until it gets unflipped. After making a roll, reroll any of your dice. So I'm going to reroll... Which one should I reroll?
You can roll both of them if you wanted.
Any. Fuck, I'm going to die. I can just feel it. No, I didn't die. Okay, I rerolled both of them. I rolled a 9.
Plus a book, so that's a 10.
It's 10.
It's beating you by 2, so you take 4 damage.
I'm much happier with that result. Thank you for letting me use your reroll. That stunk a lot. Okay. All right. That's the end of their turn.
Does it do the last one?
No, because it's not a then.
Oh.
It's just a third option. Okay, so the purple one. Is there a figure within the sphere of influence with an effect? No. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within the sphere of influence? No. Can it move and attack an opponent within range 6? It's got a movement of 6. So I believe...
Get it?
But flip
Zeke
piercings.
or Nightingale.
So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It wants to be at range 6, though, so it would be back up, wouldn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Who does it target?
So it is going to move to be at up to range 6 from the nearest opponent, then make a range 6 attack against the opponent with the lowest armor value. And that is between Nightingale, who has an armor value of 1, and Zeke, who has an armor value of 0. Do we normally restore at the end of a side quest?
Yes, we typically do.
So that's when I would be able to unflip the piercings, which is fine because it just means I'm not dead, and I'll heal. I'll get back up again. I appreciate it.
All right, so
It's going to attack Zeke.
Zeke's going to dodge.
It's going to attack Zeke with a ranged attack, and its combat dice are purple dice.
I need the black die, please, Sam.
Sure. There you go. So Twitch, if you could please roll 2 purple dice.
I rolled 1 shield. I like the roll you had better. There's 4 shields.
You should have just kept it.
That's cheating.
It is.
I do have 1 armor now because I do have a barrier.
Oh,
So 1 and a 6. That's a miss. Yeah. I'm good.
Can you counter? Or no, because it's ranged.
It's ranged. I can't counter ranged.
I mean, I got reach too. I can counter that.
You can't counter that. That's freaking range 6.
No, not that. Okay.
Whose turn is it now?
It's Nightingale's turn. So Twitch, what are you folks at home doing with your turn? Something really fantastic and spectacular, I hope.
I feel like Zeke and Nightingale team should go the other way to get the other loot and take out those stuff. So I think they should probably take out the water loa.
I think that's what Metal God was saying, is that they were going to get those water loa.
Yeah. I don't know which one they were talking about, though. I would say get the water loa over here, and then Zeke can go in and try to kill out the Fraggle Rocks.
Well, the water loa is already at range 6 to them, right? So Nightingale wouldn't even need to
No.
move.
They're not. That's at range 7 because it's at range 6 of Zeke. Zeke's a space closer.
Move and Pew Pew Grape Loa. Don't need to move Pew Pew Pew. See, I didn't think it needed to move either. You're thinking it's 7.
Oh, no, it
because
is 6. It is 6, sorry.
It is 6? All right.
Yeah, I counted wrong.
Grape Loa, it goes. So we're doing Pew Pew, which is Gore Shot.
Pew Pew or Organic Liquefy?
6. I mean, that looked very clearly like
I know.
Pew Pew.
That's an option as well.
Yep, it is.
But they can pew pew and take the damage and potentially get more damage. Not more damage, but more guaranteed damage. Because if it fails once on the one thing, it doesn't help. But they could fail once out of 3 times.
Pew 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 is, oh, there we go. Look at that. Conviction check. So the conviction check on a water loa is a white and a teal. And I will have y'all roll that as well. So there's a conviction. The
And their
teal's
casting die is a teal die.
Your
Is the book.
yes. I'm gonna grab it. Okay, so because you have the book, your passive is that you have a casting upgrade to a teal die. So the first die I'm gonna have you roll is the teal die. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for burning it on me. I really appreciate it.
No, they get it back.
Oh, that's right, because your turn started.
Yeah.
It's the unexhaust at the start of your turn. So your reroll's back. Okay.
So that's a 5. Did you
Plus
roll
a
for the
6?
monster?
No, is an 11. The monster has a white and a teal die for their conviction. So white and teal die for the conviction.
They failed.
So that's a 5
Mm-hmm.
against the 11.
Yep.
Which is great. So now it's 2 damage.
They're going to make it 4 damage.
But if you take 1 irreducible damage, then you can add additional damage to your highest level Cruer spell. These spells are in this discipline, and this is a level 2, which is your highest one. Burn the health, exhaust the AA. So we are going to we're going to exhaust this for the bottom ability, add 2 more damage back, and heal it back. So we heal it back, it's net 0, we do 4 damage against the water loa. And you have spent 1 SP to do that, which is awesome. Okay, the water loa has a health of 12.
So 2 more times.
2 more times we can do it. Now we also have the Ring of Blood.
Which they can use after the 2 times.
When you deal damage to an opponent, heal 2, right? So we could use that after that. So we're going to do another teal die.
Another white and teal die for the monster.
Teal, white, teal. Save a life. Give blood.
Water loas don't need blood. They need water.
It's not for the water loa.
Just take a pee on them.
Now they can see your mouth. Sure did. Okay, so a 6, a 3, and an 8. So 6 and 6 is 12. 8 and 3 is 11. That's a hit. Burn the health. It becomes another 4 damage. Blood is mostly water. You're back.
Am I back from
Yeah.
outer space? Came in here and saw that look upon your face.
You're the worst.
Why am I the worst?
6, 7, 8. Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it
pew,
again.
Pew, pew.
Blue, teal. I mean, you can't tell the difference. Last pew. Let's kill this thing. Brown chicken, brown
How much
chicken.
health does the peacocks have?
They have 6 health.
Okay.
They're like upgraded cavesicles.
Ooh.
So it was a 9 against a
Versus
14. You still have your wand. They can exhaust the wand and reroll the teal.
Is it worth the wand? That's a really high roll they're up against. They need to roll an 8. It's a 1 in 6 chance. Or does it make more sense for them to use their ability now to give themselves 2 SP and get 2 more shots? And then reroll on a possible worse roll.
That is up to you folks at home. So Josh is talking about using your once per encounter ability called Ambitious. Ambitious will give you 2 SP, and all other allies will gain 1 SP. Because right now you've spent 3 SP, so you're out of stamina points to do stuff
And things.
and things.
They could also tap the what's their they already tapped their book.
Yeah.
Their book had another ability on it.
The book's the book's other ability. No, it's a
That's
flip.
a flip.
That's a flip. Let's be ambitious.
Be ambitious.
Be ambitious. Okay, so everybody's going to gain 1 SP. Nightingale is going to gain 2. There's no penalty for failing. And we are going to reset the die. Teal, white, teal, and pew pew again. So it needs 4 health. So they really only need 1 more successful hit to murderate the water loa. The camcorder, I've just realized, is too close. I just realized that. Ambitious is our middle name. So that was a 6
6
against the 12.
So
But it meet it.
Yep.
So that wins. So attacker wins. But tap the ring. Right.
burn it. It dies.
Okay. So the Great Water Loa is dead.
And they get a loot.
Gets loot. This is gonna get this. Nope, this one. Yep, this one. 5 gold. That's a cheap water loa.
And then they want to tap the ring.
Yes.
So they're back at full health.
Yep. Okay.
Just 13. They still have 1 SP left. They could gore shot the orange.
Can we infection move and get in 22 months? Ah!
You're already in range of the orange.
Pew. The orange peacock?
Yeah,
Okay.
or they can move closer to the red water loa and pew that.
Well, they're all like for the orange peacock thing. So
Okay.
we could get the water loas, I think. Okay. And these ones are super susceptible to magic damage. So we're going to pew pew the orange peacock. So that you're going to roll the teal die again. They're going to roll a white die and an orange die.
And their bulbs don't fall because this is a magic. It's not a. Is this an attack?
It's an attack. So it rolled a
Or it's a spell.
7. against the 6. So you succeed. Fine. 2 damage against the Fragor.
And they could take additional damage to do 2 more damage if they want. It won't kill it, but...
Just an option.
Yeah.
It says when the Fragor is hit by an attack. I think that includes, like, melee range and magic.
No, it says sword attack or arrow attack. I don't believe magic attack is a spell is considered attack, just a normal attack.
Then wouldn't it have the symbol that they use to indicate both the melee and range?
I think it's just the attack word.
Just normal.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys don't make it lose its bulb.
Okay. Awesome. Let us know if you want to spend the 1 irreducible health to do the 2 additional damage, and then we can do that at any time. While you're deciding on that, it's Zeke's turn.
Okay.
So do something with your whole life.
So Zeke's gonna move.
No burn this time. Zeke's got this. Makes sense.
This gets back.
What did you refresh your too many belts?
Yeah, because I used the dodge.
What are you thinking?
I'm seeing if I can get within between the red one and the orange one, but I can't. So I'm just gonna move up to the orange one.
Thank you.
And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and attack it.
What do you roll to attack?
2 teal dice.
Here you go. Do you have to empower or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So the defense for the Fragor is 11.
I rolled 10.
Can you do better?
I could.
How?
I'm deciding how I want to do this to do better. Oh, I spent 1 SP. And I'm using my Blade Works to attack. So...
Slashy swords.
I could attack again. I could reroll my combat dice with my sword, but that won't let me move again. And I can't move to get closer to the next one to kill that one. And I have more attacks I can do. So I'm going to use my aligning machine.
Do you want to... So this is the new core that you got in town. Both you and Rook have this, the
Yes.
aligning machine. So if you exhaust this, you can counter it. That's not what we're doing here. We're using the second option. After resolving an attack you made, if the attack missed the target, make a melee or ranged attack against the same target. See, that's the icon that I was talking about, where I was like, I'm used to seeing that indicate melee or range as opposed to magic. Like, why would they? Okay.
The 9.
So you're exhausting your aligning machine. You rolled a 9. They have a defense of 11.
I'll tap my sword now.
To reroll again.
Yep. Freaking 4. Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'll attack again.
Okay. What are you using to attack and again?
I'm just using 2 SP.
Because first time it was, Metal God says to tap the wand. Do you want to tap the wand?
Sure.
Do you think that that's the right move?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
12.
Okay, so that's a hit. It beats the defense by 1. There is 2 armor.
I have 2 armor piercing with my katana.
Okay, So then now
Or guitar.
it's going to just deal the 1 damage. What do you have for icons?
I get +2 physical damage for my books.
How many?
I have for my shields.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 damage total.
Okay.
And then for each adjacent opponent, your attack gains +1 physical damage. So I get +1 damage.
You don't have an adjacent opponent.
Yes, I do. The one I'm attacking.
Oh. So it's 4 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's dead.
Is dead because it had 6 health and it has already had 2 damage from before. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Does it still drop the bulbs before it dies?
What's the text say?
When it is hit by an attack, place a bulb token adjacent to it on the space nearest the most opponents that does not contain a bulb token.
I would say it does.
Okay. Figures other than fraggers provoke break attacks from bulbs. Figures. That means that good and bad guys.
Yep.
Okay, so it needs to go adjacent to it on a space nearest the most opponents that does not contain a bulb token. So it would go here.
Closest to most opponents, so it would go on the other side of me, I think. Because that's closer to Nightingale.
Okay. So the orange one is dead now. The bulb got dropped.
Yep.
And if you move, it's gonna
Can't move.
explode.
So. What's up?
How do you get away with that? Oh, it could drop it in the water too. If it was in the water and it moved because of the current, would that provoke a break attack?
No. Not to me. It would. I would technically get a break attack against it, but
You can't fight it.
you can't fight it.
And it's not in the water, it's on the one piece of land.
Yep.
That's poopy. Okay, but at least now we know.
That's the end of my turn.
That is the end of your turn. I don't know.
So
What are you
all the
asking
loot's
me?
gonna go down.
Downstream 1. Okay.
Down the river.
That goes down 1.
That's it.
There wasn't another one over
You
here?
t-
Oh, I
collected
took it.
it.
That's right. Okay, and the figures don't move because the figures that are in there are the water lowest and they don't get impacted by current. Round 2! Fight! Okay. So there's no more puppies on that side. I have 4 SP now. 3 from the new thing. All my stuff refreshes. My rings don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I still can't get over there, Joshua. Well, if I fly, I can still use SP to move, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
You only have 8 movement.
10, 11. Well, if I spend 2 to fly, then I still have 2 SP left.
Yeah.
And then I could spend 2 SP to get 4
You
additional
only have
movement.
6 movement though, so you can move 10 spaces. Not.
Oh, I keep on forgetting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no way for me to get over there.
You can get closer.
How does that rock work? When a figure ends their movement or leaves a special terrain space printed on tile UM57, the space becomes dangerous terrain. Then they must pass the perception 10 check. If they pass, they immediately move their figure to any adjacent space and continue their turn. So if I ended my turn on that space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, the
Chat's
fly.
saying you can move that way, activate the blue totem, and then see what you want to do.
I guess so. I guess so.
You could also go to this space here.
Yeah.
I'll have to get the SP to attack him after, because you need the fly there.
No, but I'm thinking about how I can utilize these to move. I can't be in here because it's a hole. Diagonal is adjacent. So theoretically, if I landed here on my fly or here on my fly and passed perception, passed perception, passed perception, I would end here and still have SP to pick it up.
What do you have in your gear?
Stuff? Why? What do
Your
you...
consumables.
SP. I have my thing for SP and my plank.
Okay. So why are you worried about SP? You want to do 3 perception checks, have a chance for you to die and get defeated.
Oh yeah, I guess that's an interesting way if you Joshua.
Or you just throw all the cheese in your bag and never use it.
Cheese is important.
It's collectible. Yeah, I know. You just have to keep it there and never use it.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend 2 for a fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Immediately puts me there. All right, but I want to go far away from this because what if something bad happens? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What if you want to
5.
go check it out if something good happens?
That's not how this game works.
There could be another loot there.
You're such a liar.
Whatever.
I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna get eaten.
You get to run away. You don't prevent there's no break attacks or anything unless it ends your movement. You're fine. They typically don't end your movement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna get me killed. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 11 spaces. Okay, what did I say that was? 5?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get me murdered. Blue totem. Hidden behind a rock.
What's going to be on the rock?
An earth loa turns to look in your direction. Spawn an earth loa on the space this totem occupied. I mean, I wouldn't have gone adjacent. I mean, where do you want me to go, bro, Sivas? Here? Here, we'll go here. There's my 5. It's going to be all up. I knew it was going to be all up in my grill. I knew it.
Okay, are you staying there? Or are you going to keep on moving?
No, I'm running like a baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the end of my fly.
You still have fly. You just add 2 spaces for each movement. Have chat roll a black die.
So then I'm going to drink my fortitude, gain the SP, and then what? Spend all 3 SP, spend 2 SP, gives me 4 movement.
Yeah, fly continues to go.
1,
burn SP.
2,
You get burnt SP while you're flying.
3, 4. Why did I feel like I could get further? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's as far as I could go with spending 2 SP. Right?
Where were you?
Here.
No, you weren't.
Here.
Down.
Here?
Yeah.
Here. Here.
No, one space down.
This one?
Down.
Here?
Yes.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spend 2 SP. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I have 1 SP, but I landed on this space, so I need to make the perception
check. You
check.
spend your last SP to move 2 more spaces, so you don't have to do the perception check, and you'll be in that space. And then you have another consumable for +1 SP.
My perception is a 3. You don't think I'm gonna roll a 10 on that? Where it's 3 books, 1 shield.
He's gonna go after the peacocks.
You don't think that it's the sword. Oh, because I'd have to do the strength check too. Fine. Spend the last SP and move there.
You could also wait till next turn to pull it, and you're just there now.
Yeah.
I would spend the SP and not risk being defeated. Yeah, I agree, Metal God. If she had like 6 perception, like Zeke did, we'd say go for it.
Is 2 purples?
Yes.
Where's the other purple? Let me see the purple. I mean, it's already been decided, but I just want to see.
It's a 5 plus your 3 is an 8. You're dead. You really wanted to go that route?
Nope, we're good. Okay, so now it is the peacock's turn. I spent so much SP. Is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within the sphere of influence? Yes.
You want to give me the consumable you used? You only used one of them, right?
Yes, I just used this one. There you go. Place a bulb token adjacent to the opponent within the sphere of influence. You're just going to get covered in them. Red is going first. Let me see if I can. There you go. Then, place a bulb token adjacent to a different opponent within the sphere of influence. There's not one. Continue down. Can it move adjacent to an opponent? Yes. Move to be adjacent to as many opponents as possible. Would it move to be on top of its own bulb?
I guess so.
I think so. I feel like it would. Okay. Then make a melee attack against the opponent with the most damage. The combat dice are a teal and an orange. Are you dodging?
Yes, I'll dodge.
Okay, chat, I need you to roll me, please, a teal and an orange.
Roll the skull, but I'm going to reroll my die.
How do you get a reroll on your die?
Once per turn, Zeke may reroll his dodge roll. I rolled 4 shields.
They rolled... I hit teal twice on accident.
So they rolled a 10.
Yeah, they rolled a 10.
I dodge it.
You dodged it.
I'm going to counter.
Okay.
I need to spend 2 SP to counter because I don't have a counter ability.
They have a defense of 11 with an armor of 2.
That's a 14. And I have 2 armor piercing.
So 3 damage to start off with, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I have 4 shields, so that's an extra 4 damage.
7. It's dead.
I'm going to tap my physically perfected ability. Because I am the physical perfection of everything in life.
Could you look in the camera as you say that?
I am, right here. This is physical perfection.
Why are you still looking at me?
So when I exhaust this, I get the follow-up ability of all my stars give me plus 1 SP. I have 1 star, so I gain an SP.
Because this is a swarm, we do not get loot after one individual dies. Is that?
Yep. But he will drop another bulb.
Did we collect the loot for the... No, because you killed it. Yes. Because you didn't attack it. Why would it draw...
I
no.
countered it. I attacked it.
Oh, that's right.
How did it die? Just magically looked at it with my sexy looks, and it went boop.
I can't wait till all 3 of those go set off. I really, really can't. Because you're rude. Do you have a smoke bomb?
Nope.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I got an SP.
Yeah. What are you doing with it? You can't do anything.
I can counter again when I get hit again.
That's right. Okay. So now it is Purple's turn. No opponent adjacent. Is there an opponent within the sphere of influence? Yes. Place a bulb adjacent to an opponent within the sphere. It throws the bulbs.
Yep. Poops them out of its butt.
Where am I even supposed to put it at this point?
That's adjacent.
You're just going to be... It's going to... Oh, you really need a smoke bomb. Okay. Then place it next to a different opponent within sphere of influence. That's nobody. Can it move to be adjacent? It has a movement of 4. It can. 1, 2, 3. It's going to sit on top of its bulb. It's bottom heavy. It's got a big butt. It cannot lie.
I'm not going to dodge this.
I want to kind of move this to where I wish there was...
Well, Zeke ain't moving. I mean, I could. Just might hurt a little.
There we go. I'm
little
just going to
bit.
shove that over a little bit so you can see all of it. Look, I'm in the bulb. Look. We're done. That was fun. Make a melee attack against the opponent. So we have a combat die of teal and orange. And chat, if you would roll that for me. Teal, orange. It's super sensitive. Like, I didn't think that I hit it twice to have it roll teal twice. IJS. My BFF gel. Rollin', rollin', rollin'.
7.
Oh.
That's 2. That's a
9.
9. That's a miss.
Are you going to counter again?
I'm going to spend my last 2 SP to counter.
Yeah.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. So you have armor piercing of 2.
Yep.
Defense is 11.
So I'm
That-
going to do 2 damage.
Off the bat, what else do you have?
I have 2 shields, so it's going to be another 2 damage.
4,
I got plus 1 physical damage for each adjacent opponent.
5.
That's it.
Ah! So close. because you attacked it,
It throws a bulb.
it throws a bulb. Nearest the token adjacent to it on the space that doesn't already have a bulb. So what, like here?
Yep.
I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good stuff there.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it's like you find 5 gold in each bulb.
It could be. It could be. You don't know.
Could be like nothing.
It looks like that stuff is like, fireflies, and maybe you could make flashlights out of it, crude flashlights. Anyway, it is the Earth Loa's turn. The Earth Loa is a creature that we... I've tried her.
I didn't get that you had the mini.
Oh, that's rude. I don't even want the mini. It's terrible. Earth Loas have hulking. It's all good. Nothing
They
bad
turn
can
green.
possibly happen. What?
Turn green like the Hulk. That's what hulking is.
That's not what hulking is.
Yes, it is.
That's not what hulking is.
They're always mad.
You're ridiculous. It's like a loot tank. Yes. Yep, you hit it, and then you get all the stuff out of the backpack. I think that makes sense.
It's where that stores all its gold.
Is
That's its purse.
Yes, it's the bulbs. Is there an ally within a sphere of influence without barrier? No. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Can it move and attack Joshua within reach 2? Sure can.
Can it? What's its movement?
It has a movement of 4.
Would it move in the water?
I don't think so, because I think it's easier to move in the land, right?
Yep.
Within reach 2, so 1, 2, 3. So I think it would move here. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Other way. Come back. I feel like we don't use that ability quite as much as we should.
What ability?
My ability to move the camera left and right. Okay, so here is our Earth Loa, and here is Rook. Rook, you are on land, so you can still
1 SP to dodge.
Dodge. Move to be within reach 2 of the nearest opponent, then make a melee attack within reach 2. So the combat dice for the Earth Loa are 2 teal die. What'd you get?
4 shields.
See, I only clicked it. Okay, we're going to take the first 2 teal rolls. Sorry. That's a little frustrating for me. Could you extend the green screen for the hand cam past your face?
No.
Can you, and you just don't want to?
7 and a 6. That is
13.
13. I have 11 defense with 4 shields. Eat poop.
I hate you. You can and you don't want to. Can you?
Let's keep going, Ann.
You're rude.
Do you want to go home today or tomorrow?
Never.
Yeah, all right. I heard that now. When I say that later, you're going to yell at me.
So, are you going to counter?
I can't counter.
Because it's got reach 2.
Yep.
So it just misses.
Mm-hmm.
So then, that's it.
Yep, no follow-up.
Ba-bam. Okay.
Tried so hard, but now it finds I am the rock.
Anyway, it is your turn.
My turn?
Yeah, are you going to get that loot?
I feel like I should.
I feel like you should too. It doesn't provoke break attacks with reach 2?
Nope.
No. Just me.
Nope. Right, so I get 3 SP.
You could move here to be adjacent to both the loot and the Earth Loa. It'd be 1.
Then I'm gonna move at the end of my
2.
current provoke a break attack from the Earth Low because I can't do that much damage.
Can you counter in the water if you do that?
Yes.
So then, what's your problem?
I can't. He has freaking 4 armor. Rook's not a big hitter.
He doesn't have 4 armor.
How much armor does he have?
He's got 5 armor.
All right. Excuse me.
You're excused.
I'm gonna move 8 spaces, but I'm gonna go all the way over.
Like 1, 2, 3.
Keep going. Keep going.
This way?
Yeah.
4.
Then come over.
5.
Yep.
6.
Yep.
7.
No, just back.
6.
Yeah, there. And then I'll collect loot.
You're ridiculous. The rock kind of is like here, so can you collect around the corner?
I think so.
I feel like line of sight doesn't go around corners.
Fine, I'll stand on the other. No, I don't want to stand in the water. I want to, stand there.
Can you whine at a higher decibel?
Yes.
Please don't. Collecting the loot?
Metal God says you can.
Okay. Collecting the loot.
Loot. What we've got for loot?
You got red loot.
Red loot, best loot. Some red slippers.
You're ridiculous. Read
If the one
the
of
hidden text for the red objective. Only read the following hidden text if you are instructed to. Okay. You pull the waterlogged chest from the river and begin to... Oh, I'm so happy you did this. I'm so happy you did this. You pull the waterlogged chest from the river and begin to open it. You and all adjacent adventurers must make a lore 10 check.
Oh, yeah. Lore Master here. Can I have 2 purple dice, please?
Like I said, I'm happy you were the one to do this one.
I rolled an 8. Plus 5 is 13. I lured the shit out of that box.
Lord, not lured. You're not a fisherman.
I lured the shit out of that box.
If an adventurer passes, they remember learning about this type of trap back in school. Realizing what's about to happen, they dive away as the chest explodes. All figures on or adjacent to this token who failed their lore check are dealt 2 purple dice of magic damage. The explosion causes the ground to erupt, sending dirt and debris all around. This explosion must have been similar to the one that destroyed the caravan. The force of it rocks the foundation of the riverbed, opening up a cavern below and destroying the chest. Place a dangerous terrain token on the spaceless loot token occupied. So I'm going to do...
I wish I could have thrown that at the Loa.
that first.
That would have been amazing.
So that's the dangerous terrain token. Ouch. Do we move to back up Rook with the lower or leave him? Oh, so that's a conversation for you guys, or leave him on his own and go for some loot. So that's a Nightingale question. Any figure that was standing on the space the loot token occupied is not defeated. Place tiles, tokens, and figures according to diagram 11. Told you you need a diagram book. Look at you prepared. Probably should have figured out where those were going to go before we set up the board.
Diagram 11?
Correct. It's a whole nother row on top. Yes, it is.
I'm really confused. Okay.
These tiles do not connect to the board and are set up independent of the rest of the tiles on the table. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do.
So we can jump in the hole?
I think that's what it is. Would you please help me carefully shift this all up? I will do that.
Oh, what tiles do you need? You shift. Tell me what tiles you need.
Sure. 15.
15 and...
21.
Okay. Should say on the bottom.
9. Yeah, I know. That's what I was looking for.
15, 21, and 9?
Correct. 15, 21, and 9. Please bear with me, folks, as we go through the boring part of the show, which involves setting up the map. So what's cool about Middara is, you know, you have the story and it gives you the map for that particular adventure, but a lot of this stuff is secret and hidden, and I think they did a pretty good job of hiding a lot of what, kind of like keeping that surprise of an adventure. Like they use a separate diagram book, and they'll use the, you know, secret decoder ring red text.
It's not a ring. It's a piece of paper.
I know. It's not the point, Joshua. To try and hide a lot of the information, which I think is really cool that they do that.
I want to jump in the cavesicle hole and kill all the cavesicles.
Oh, you're not allowed.
FYI, that's what you need is lots of cavesicles. Can you have chat roll 2 black dice?
Sure. Black die? Black die. Okay. And now I'm going to place this.
Set up stream, best stream.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, nope, that goes here. Oh my god.
You having issues there, Ann?
Look.
Grab a tissue?
Tiny T-Rex arms. I don't even want to hear it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ann.
I do.
What are you talking about, though?
Remember that shirt I got you that said that you're unstoppable?
I am unstoppable. I am a force to be
Inevitable.
reckoned with.
You are inevitable.
I am the tank.
The first one is 3 books and a shield, and then 4 shields.
1 shield, so he's going to... The first group of them... let me give you the cards first. Cave Schools 1 through 3 will be going after the Water Loas.
Gosh, there's 6 Cave Schools. Cave Schools 1 through 3 are going to go after the Water Loas.
And then 1, 2, 3. And then the Cave Schools 4 through 6 are going to go after Zeke.
All the way to the bottom. We need to kill some stuff so that this track can get cleared out.
I should have activated the loot all on it. That would have been fun. I would have jumped right in the hole. And then fight all the Cave Schools, and then I won't have to worry about the Earthflow anymore.
I want to back this up some more. Back it up.
Cave Schools, who wants a Cave School?
Okay. Well, when I sit down, my big head will go out of the way. It'll be a little easier to see everything. Chat, let me know if you want me to move that camera, if it's easier for you to see at all. Okay. So, Cave Skulls we've fought a lot before. They're a pretty common enemy. This is group 4 through 6, so it's the different colors up top. Basically, they have Hive Mind. Apologies. So when they are in groups, they get bonuses to their abilities. They also ignore any sort of terrain thing. We're going to be spawning 6 Cavesicles. Their sphere of influence is 4. I have a feeling in the small space we're going to see a lot of this upgrade for their combat die to 2 teal die and an power with 2 additional defense. Their defense is 8 naturally. Okay. And they're immune to all the things, stuff and things. I need to see... Okay, let me finish this red text. That way maybe there's something you can do while I finish setting up the diagram place. Okay, these tiles do not connect to the board and are set up independent of the rest of the tiles on the table. You and all adventurers who made a lore... You're going in the water. You and all adventurers who made a lore check must make an agility 10 check. Do you want the plank now?
I rolled an 11.
You passed!
I'm good.
Look at you! Do you have any natural agility?
Yeah, I got 1 whole natural agility.
So it's a 12.
It's a 12.
You exceeded. If they fail, do this thing. Figures that were standing on the space the chest occupied fail this check automatically. The dangerous terrain token placed by this event represents an entrance to the cave below. Any figure who moves on to this token is not defeated. Instead, place their figure on any unoccupied water terrain space on tile UM21 before continuing their turn as normal. The tiles placed from diagram 11 are not considered adjacent to the rest of the board. The green objective token on the east side of the cave is a tunnel that slopes toward the surface. Okay, so that is, it doesn't say that you fail. If you had failed that agility check, you automatically fall in the hole.
Aw.
Yeah.
Why did I go in the hole?
I know. Go in the hole. That's
The end of my turn, I'm spending my last SP to give myself barrier.
okay. So barrier is in this one. You don't want the darkness?
No.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I need more armor.
Okay, so as I continue to set this up,
Whose turn's next?
figures may jump from water terrain spaces on tile UM9 and UM2. So I have no idea what the hell that means because there is no tiles UM9
UM9's on the board.
or 2. Where's UM9?
This is UM9. I don't know what 2 is.
Figures may jump from water terrain spaces on tile UM9 and tile UM2. No clue. And there's a space in between. Maybe it was
Let me see.
UM21. 15. Shallow water. It's got to be a typo. Okay, so that is the end of Rook's turn, which means that it is the singular Water Loa's turn. The Water Loa card is right here. So the Water Loa here has 6, 7, 8 damage done to it. It needs 4 more damage. Is there a figure within the sphere of influence with an effect? No, because the water loa has sphere of influence of 4. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within the sphere of influence? No. Josh is hiding behind a rock.
Just saying, you can jump from the water space over to if you're trying to jump over the gap, you can do that from the water space. Typically, you can't jump over a gap from a water space, I guess.
Okay. So I gotta finish sitting with the board. Can it move and attack an opponent within range 6? So it has a movement of 6, and it's going to travel along the water.
Nope, it can't.
Can it reach you?
Range attack?
Yeah.
No, the rock's in the way.
And it can't. Okay. So what Josh is pointing out is that this is the dangerous terrain space, and the water loa is not going to be able to go through this dangerous. Can it jump?
No. 6 movements down the riverbank.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's not within range of sight because the
Line
rock's
of
in the
sight.
way.
Okay.
They can attack Twitch though, possibly.
Oh, 1. Stupid soundboard. Okay, so Twitch is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to go here. So it would be here for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Twitch, the water loa is going to attack you. It's going to cast a spell 6.
Spell 6? No, it's going to move and attack.
Just kidding. Move to be at up to range 6 from their opponent, then make a melee attack against the opponent with the lowest armor value. It is going to attack with 2 dodge the club.
Purple
2
dice.
purple die. Okay, so we're going to roll the black die for your dodge. And then it is going to roll. Why is it doing it twice? 1, 2. I'm really not trying to be violent. And now it's not. Okay. 4 shields. We're going to ignore that one because that's my fat finger. Ooh. 7. I need 1 more purple die. Give me the roll.
4 shields, nice though.
4 shields is nice.
Yep, that's a miss.
Okay.
10.
So
They have
10. They had.
Versus 14 because they had 4 shields.
Very cool. So you successfully dodged. That's the end of the story. Cool. All done. Boom shakalaka. They still have 8. Okay. That is the end of.
And I was looking. I would love to jump in that cave,
Yeah.
but I don't have a plank, so I can't jump over the gap very well. So.
Oh, do you mean this gap right here?
Yeah, there's more gap too to be put on the board.
Boy, I sure would be nice if you had
A plank.
a plank. Okay, so now that the water loas have gone, it is the cavesicles' turn that you guys don't see, and it doesn't matter because they're in a thing by themselves, so they're not going to do anything when I set them up. After the cavesicles' turn, it's Nightingale's turn. So Josh, if you could narrate that.
Do you want to pew pew the water loa that just tried to hit you?
Oh. Can I have 900 cavesicles, please?
There's also a bunch of terrain that needs to go on the board.
I know. I can read. Believe it or not, Joshua, girls are literate.
You're illiterate?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
You want to try enunciating?
Video game voyeur says pew.
Pew pew?
Pew pew.
Against the water loa?
Yep.
So,
They're going to be at 4 SP.
yep, because they didn't spend the last one, right?
Yeah, they didn't spend the last SP. Tap infection to stay in range 6 of both loas. You can pew pew that one first and then move if you want. So they're going to pew, so we need to roll a teal die and then whatever the water loa's conviction is, Anne.
They're going to roll a teal die, is what you said, for the gore shot attack.
Yep.
And then they're going to roll whatever the conviction is for the water loa,
Yep.
which is a white and a teal die. Come here. Red.
think you have the dice thing hidden. Yeah.
Damn it. Sorry. Teal. White. Teal. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, they rolled an 8. That's good. And they rolled an 8 total. Awesome. All right, so they're gonna do 2 damage to it. You guys burn in to do an additional 2 damage. Yep, tap and burn. So they're gonna heal, and they're gonna do another pew pew. And so can you have them reroll again?
Sure. Teal. White. Teal.
This is gonna be 2 SP used. Give me your card.
These are not. Do I not have another?
They rolled a 4. And enemy rolled a 4 and 8. So that is not going to work. You guys could tap your wand. I thought the red loa only needed 4 more damage. Was the red loa a hit at all?
The red low only needed 4 more damage. Sorry.
Oh, it's dead. Sorry.
Okay. Yes. Red low is dead.
I didn't realize that it was already dead. All right, so they're going to get a loot. Clear the dice in. Please, and thank you. Grab a loot card.
Unique loot! Good job. That's cool. Okay, so Josh is going to find... So what's the difference between a monster loot and a unique loot, Joshua?
Unique loot is a unique common item. So, like my sword is a unique item. So... And can you have chat roll a purple die?
Done.
If they roll a 7, it equals a 4 because there's no 4 on that die. Meow, yes, you can hear Lucy yelling. Three. 1, 2, 3. This is the card they got. They got a dress.
Oh, that's cute! You folks got the magical leather dress. When making a dodge, casting a spell, or making a conviction check, you may reroll any of your dice. That's perfect for Twitch. That's perfect.
No more kitty suit for them.
Liquefy or pew pew pew, guys.
You only have 2 SP left.
Reduce
oh, wait, no, you don't.
physical damage being dealt to you from melee attacks by 2. It also gives them +4 health, Joshua.
Yep, it's good.
Can they immediately equip this?
I think they have to re-equip. Put that on, but they have.
What would they? That would replace the Curus, right?
Yes.
That's cool.
So I think, Anne, can you take off the Waterloo, please, off the board?
Yep.
They want to use their infection to move.
Okay. Where are they moving
They want to be within 6 spaces of the Earth Loa.
So because they're using their infection, they don't need to use SP. They want of the Earth Loa. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they could be 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here, I think is 6.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that is 6. Re-equip, free move, pew pew.
I don't think you need to wear the armor right now, so you could do more pews right now.
They get to re-roll any of their die if they equip it.
That's true.
So.
How much health does the Earth Loa have?
The Earth Loa hasn't been hit yet. So the Earth Loa starts off with 20 health.
Okay. They want to re-equip.
Okay.
So they're going to get +4 health, but they're going to lose an armor. So their health is going to go to 17.
That's ridiculous.
Jesus. And they're going to lose the armor they had.
That's crazy. That's so good for like the blood magic
they want
stuff.
to pew pew.
Okay, so the Earth Loa has a conviction die of 2 white die. Stupid soundboard, I hate you. A lot, actually.
And you could shift the whole thing over.
This whole thing?
Two. No, you could shift the camera, the hand cam over.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. Burr, 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 movie magic.
All right, so you need to roll teal and 2 white dice.
Teal. So not so glass cannon now. Yeah. That is all of that on the board, and now I need the 2 objectives, and then we're done. Green and purple. How do I turn the cat into guitar strings? Joshua?
They rolled a 4, so that makes it a 10, and they rolled a 7 and 3. That's a 10. That's a hit for 2 damage, and they're gonna burn. So they're gonna do 4 damage to the Earth Loa, Ann.
Okay, the Earth Loa has 20 health.
So it's down to 16.
So it's down to 16. 4 health. 3.
And then they're gonna pew pew one last time.
And 1. So teal.
Not
White.
gonna use the ring yet because you're only down 1 health.
White.
So you want to use it after you pew pew one last time. Just is really good for liquefying organs. Organic liquefy. Because if it doesn't work, they just kind of like dance in their dress. And do it again, I guess? I don't know.
So they rolled a 7. So it's a
Okay.
13 against an 11.
Right.
So it hits.
They're going to do another 4 damage.
Another 4 damage.
Now they're going to tap their ring to heal the 2 damage they took just now. And their book should be tapped, Dan.
Okay.
Their wand should not be tapped.
You could fix it.
It's all the way by you. The book was all the way by you. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. All right, you can move the Earth Loa off the card cam. The thing. Give me that look. Can you fix the green screen, please? Because I am in the void.
I would genuinely appreciate it if you would let me do one thing at a time. No. Actually, I fixed it. Thank you. This is what the rest of the show is going to be like. If you didn't have a mouth, you couldn't be so rude. Okay. This is the end of the... I don't need this anymore. Take your diagram book and go fly a kite.
Chat also said you can remove the water lower from the initiative track.
Yes, thank you very much. And then that can go with the water loa card.
Wasn't chat glad they didn't buy the catsuit now? Now they got this fancy dress.
And close up that initiative track. Okie dokie. So the water loa went, Nightingale went, and now it is Zeke's turn, and he is over here in the pile of misery.
Zeke's doing fine. Gonna attack with blade works. Gonna smack this dude in the face.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
I thought you were going to smack it in the face.
I'm gonna smack him in the face.
Is this like the time we played the Funkoverse game and you told me how you were going to do this really super great move and told me not to go and then you died?
I rolled an 11.
Okay. So you are up against the Fragor, who has 5 damage on it.
Yes.
You rolled an 11.
Yep.
Defense is 11 with an armor of 2.
It did.
If you rolled an 11, oh yeah, because it just got to exceed the defense, right? Not the defense plus the armor.
I have 2 armor piercing.
That's right.
I get +1 physical damage for each adjacent figure to me.
So it just died.
And I have 2 shields, so it's another +2 damage.
Nobody cared. You didn't let me finish mine, so you can just stop talking right there. So then the Fragor is done. It is a hive monster, so pull a loot, Joshua.
6 gold.
So good. Okay. That was really impressive. That
and then it drops a bulb. Did you put a bulb down? I didn't see what you did. I saw you got up. I wasn't sure if you... I saw where there was one under it. I couldn't remember if that was there already.
No.
So I was asking a question. Wasn't berating you if you did it fast enough.
I appreciate your use of the word berate. It's really interesting. So we pulled a monster loot and a unique loot out of the deck, which is like very rare, especially in the older one. Is that because there's more in the common loot deck?
Nope, there's still just...
So we just got really great pulls this turn? That's really cool. Okay, so Zeke used Blade Works to attack and beat the Fragor. What are you doing now?
Kind of want to go get the loot. Also, kind of don't want to die.
We didn't move. Did we move? Yeah, we are, because we only been through one round.
Yeah.
Can you dodge the incoming bulb attacks?
I don't even know what they do.
I can tell you it's not gold. We're just lucky like that.
Like, I could run through the ball like a crazy man.
Nope, can't dodge them. You wouldn't want to do that. You would jump back and around, right? I mean, those three right there are going to explode.
Gonna hit me. Yeah, I can't avoid those three.
Right. So then if they're going to hit you, you might as well run, like, back. Do they get a break attack if you run adjacent to them?
Yeah, if I run adjacent to it, that causes a break. Anytime I go past one. You're taking 4. No, I'm taking 3.
Yeah. So
if I have to go that way, it would be 4.
I would back up 2 and run. Right? Through the water? It's 2 movements through the water?
Yeah, I'm going to move freaking slow through the water.
Or you move through the grass?
Oh, I do have 4 adjacent. Sorry. Yeah, the diagonal one's adjacent too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So then those 4 are going to explode. Oh, forget it. That's a terrible way to go. You would have 5 explode.
Let's just have all 5 explode.
That's what you want to do?
Let's do it.
Are you sure?
Not really. Zeke dies here.
How much movement does Zeke have?
Zeke has 6 movement. First, I'm going to move 1 space. I'm not moving to the water. I want that loot, so I'm just going to move 1 space closer to me.
Okay, so we're going to move here.
No.
Here?
Yeah, there.
What does it matter?
Because it matters.
Okay, so I'm going to move you back into the water 1 just so I can grab all these tokens.
Okay.
But you're here.
Okay.
Let's do this one first.
Purple bulb.
End the current turn and inflict paralyze. So, does that mean the other bulbs don't go off because it ended the turn?
No, I think they all still go off.
Okay. Paralyze. You may not take actions or use abilities. Discard at the end of your next turn. Merry Christmas. Okay. The one that you're on top of right now is a black bulb. Place muck terrain on all adjacent spaces. Can you tell me which one is the muck terrain? I know what it does, but I don't know what it looks like.
It's got a star, like a kind of looks like like quite a star. It's like a 4-pointed star.
This.
Yeah.
Okay.
Muck terrain. Figures in mucks must spend 1 additional SP on all actions and abilities.
On all.
May replace normal and hindered terrain, so you can't put it in the water.
Place muck terrain on all adjacent spaces. It cannot place it in the water?
Yeah.
Okay. You moved here, so this one will explode too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just remember which one was where.
I will place them in the same orientation that they were on the map.
Okay.
So adjacent does not mean the same space as. It means just specifically next to.
Yeah, so 2 more. Or 3 more.
Could you place that under the bulb? Can you place one under that bulb? But you moved next to that, so does that get a break attack also?
No, it does not get a break attack. We get a break attack when I move again.
Okay.
Which is going to be a little bit.
Could you stand up and adjust those? I would appreciate it. Okay. So that was the muck train one. That's not so bad. Nothing happened to you. You just got muck.
I didn't get mucked. Everything got mucked around me.
You got a red bulb. Deal purple amount of physical damage.
Physical damage. Or purple die.
Okay.
Roll low. A 2.
That's pretty good.
I have 1 armor. So it's 1 damage.
And the last one is another purple bulb.
I can't get paralyzed again, so I'm good.
You're good.
All right. Cave Skull's turn. They're not going to do anything. They're just chilling.
Now it is Nightingale's turn.
No, it was Zeke's turn.
Oh, kidding. So it was Cave
Cave
Skull 4
Skulls.
through 6. So now it's the
Nothing
end of the
goes.
turn, so that the loot is going to move down 1 in the current. And then it's my turn again. So now I'm going to pull the sword from the stone.
Go for it.
Okay.
You have to do a strength check.
The blue objective token represents a weapon stuck in the cliffs. An adventurer in this space, so I have to move.
Yep.
So I'm going to, I have 3 SP. I'm going to spend 1 to move and stand on top of it. An adventurer in this space may make a strength 10 check to pull it from the rocks. Can I do this more than once? Because I have 2 SP, can I do this twice?
Does it have a failure thing?
No.
Okay. I would assume so.
An adventurer in this space may make an encounter action to make a strength 10 check to pull it from the rocks. If they do, read the hidden objective.
Okay.
So I think I can spend...
Doesn't say anything happens if you...
Fail. So I rolled a 13. My natural strength is 4, so that's a pass. So now I'm going to read the blue objective. Only read the following hidden text if instructed to. You pull out the blade with all your might. It slowly slides out of the dirt, and you hold it up triumphantly. Suddenly, the ground gives way beneath your feet. Place a dangerous terrain token on the space your figure occupied. Fun.
Died for a sword.
I didn't die. I didn't die, and I might. Then make a lore 12 check. This is not going to happen. Maybe it will. Who knows? 7, 8, 9. No, I failed it.
Do you have
If
anything
you
that gives you a reroll?
No.
Okay.
Unless, did you already tap their wand?
They're not within sphere of influence of you, so
It doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. They're on the other side of the map.
No, just attack rerolls. That sucks. If you fail this check, you don't realize how unstable the ground is. The weapon slips from your hands and plummets out of your reach as you stumble to more solid footing.
So happens we send the Dits to go get the sword. You do KDM rolls $5 for a reroll.
Then gain a well, it's not even that cool.
What do you get?
Gain a random common weapon with a sword, axe, or knife tag. Okay, and I need... I thought I didn't? What the hell did I do?
I don't know what you did.
That makes 2 of us. Okay. Ah, that's what I need. Yeah, okay. Whatever. That sucks. Okay. So I pulled it out and never put it on top of the board. So now that was I have 1 more SP left. I moved to get on top of the space. I can't move again.
Nope.
So that's the end of my turn.
All right.
But that's fine. I can fly next turn and grab the loot.
And you can activate that red totem.
Oh, God. Sure can. Okay. Adventurers are not required to kill the cave skulls when determining the win condition of this encounter. So, insignificant. Common, bye-bye. Yeah, now I can't move again and I'm stuck. Okay, so next is the Frogor, which come off the board because we've murdered them all. Okay. Earth Loa goes next. The Earth Loa currently has 8 damage done to it. Is there an ally within the sphere of it? No. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Can it move and attack Joshua? Yes. Move to be at up to reach 2 of Josh. So 1, 2. Then make a melee attack with 2 teal combat die. 1, 2. I hit it twice, Joshua. I swear to God I did. Okay. So we are attacking up
Do I have a dodge?
here in this corner right there.
Don't think I do. I don't have a dodge.
I thought you had all the dodges before.
No, not with Rook.
So that is a 4, 7.
Okay.
It's a miss.
And I can't counter.
There's nothing else, so that's it. Have a nice day.
Okay, cool.
Just came to say hello. I just
Really wish I had a plank.
to say. I wish you didn't do a lot of things that you do. Okay, after the Earth Low, it is Rook's turn.
Rook's gonna jump in the hole.
Okay, so when you jump into the hole, how does this work? Instead, place their figure in any unoccupied water terrain space on tile UM21. So how much movement are you doing? 1, 2.
Yep.
This is UM21.
I just want to end up between grape and cherry.
So that is on this second row. Where?
I want to
Like here-ish?
Yeah. And I want to move once.
Because
You know what? I'm gonna just run past them. I'm gonna run between them. Then I'm gonna
1,
perform
2.
2 break attacks by them.
3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
I wanna get on
right
one.
here it does the break attack, right?
Yep, right there.
Okay.
Actually, I'll be one space down. As I move into that, as I'm moving, that's when the break attack happens. So technically, I'm from this space.
Okay. So you're going to get 2 break attacks by the cavesicles, but don't you get counters if you get attacked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cavesicles. These cavesicles have them and 3 other cavesicles within their sphere of influence. What does that mean? Their attack die is now a teal die, orange die, and a black and power die, and they have an increased defense of 1. So their defense, Josh, is a 9 with no armor.
Okay.
The attack, would the Loa get a break 2?
No, because it needs to be a special ability to have a break attack with range 2. So Anne has a special ability where she gets break attacks with range 2.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's only adjacent.
Okay. So their increased attack die is a teal, orange,
And
black. It was a good question, though. And this one will be for the red cavesicle. So 6, 10, and 4 shields.
That's nice. I have 11.
So that one misses.
Let's counter.
Okay. What do you roll to counter?
I'm using my aligning machine, so I'm going to use 2 teal dice to counter. I rolled a 10.
They have a defense of 9.
That's
So it's 1 over.
1 over. I have 2 shields, so it's going to be 2 damage.
2 shields for the 2 damage.
For another 2 damage, so it's going to be 3
3 damage total?
Yep.
Okay. And they have health of 6.
All right. So poopy roll.
Eek. So that's 3 on the red cavesicle. And now they are going to get the attack by the purple cavesicle. And they also are going to have the teal, the orange, and the black die. So that is a 4 and a 6 that's a 6.
All right. I will counter. I'm spending 1 SP to counter. 'cause
Okay.
I have my Maw of the Warden, which gives me a passive of it's only 1 SP to counter.
That's nice. Instead of the 2 for the regular standard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
That's a much better hit.
Oof,
But it's a purple cavesicle. I wish that you had saved. So what did you roll, Joshua?
I rolled 2 8s.
So it's a 16 against their 9, which gives you 7.
7. I get.
It's dead.
I have 2 stars, so it's plus
Nope, we're
2
done.
to the rolls.
You didn't let me do this. Yeah, I'm not letting you do it ever again. So the purple one is dead.
Very, very dead.
Very, very dead. But the red one is still staying alive.
Boom, boom,
Okay, so then
boom.
you're
Staying alive.
here
Staying alive.
right now.
How much movement is that so far?
We landed here. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. My Nona arms.
I wanna make orange do a break attack against me.
4. If you move again, aren't you going to get a second break attack?
It's only 1 break attack per
Oh, that's right.
guy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6.
And then move up 1.
Onto the land.
Yep.
7, and that gives you the orange to give you the break attack. The orange currently only has
I'm just running around
1,
taunting these guys.
2, 3, 4. So the orange has 2 cavesicles now that you have destroyed the other one within their sphere of influence, which means it's just going to be the 2 orange attack die. So orange is going to hit you with the
Just
orange.
like that, I'm taunting them. Hey, cavesicles, hit me! Hit me! Yeah!
Because you're...
Attack! A 3 and a 7. That's a 10. Guess what? I have 11. Not enough. I'm going to use my last SP. No. I'm going to tap my sword to counter.
Why? What other ability does your sword give you?
That's the only ability, but the sword gives me the ability of... oh, I get a token on this. Can I have just a damage token?
You want a damage or an SP token?
Damage. I have a counter ability, but I can counter even if I get hit with my sword. This is the last counter I'm going to get, so...
Rip just running around like... Come at me, bro. What did you do? What'd you roll?
An 8 and a 7. Not as good as the last one, but just as good.
Good. Great. Wonderful. Okay.
And I'm going to get another token.
Why do you get the tokens? What does that happen?
When you defeat an opponent, add 1 damage token to this as an ability token to this card. When dealing damage, these tokens may be spent to add +1 damage of the same type to your target.
That's cool.
So, like, I store up, like, all the blood I killed from things, and then I'll be like...
That's terrifying. So is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
So now it's going to be the Cavesicle's turn.
Yep.
Cavesicles 1 through 3, which is the red Cavesicle. And it is going to... Is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within range 4? Yes. Make a range 4 attack. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. The teal Cavesicle is just outside of its sphere of influence. So it is just going to hit you with 2 white combat die. So it's... yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's got a then option after it.
Yeah, I want the then.
Maybe it'll make the hit.
2. That's not. And a 3.
That's a 5.
Then.
Move to be adjacent to the opponent with the most damage within movement range, which is you. So, uno, dos. And make a melee attack. It is now within the sphere of influence of the teal, so it's going to be a white and an orange die.
Could have kept the blade, not tapped it. Whatever. It's fine. Because if it does hit me, I could have now used the counter here. I did it a little backwards.
So 11.
11. And they have 2 shields, so that's +1. Guess what?
It doesn't matter because
I have 4 armor.
So no damage.
Guess what?
Is that an X charges power or unlimited power?
It's unlimited.
For which one?
The gain tokens. I'm just curious if that goes between.
Can I see the sword so that I can put it up?
Yeah, in between encounters. I'm attacking red.
If you...
I rolled a 9. That's going to do a damage.
Wait a minute, please. Okay. That's going to do a damage against the red Cavesicle?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, sadly, it wasn't a good roll.
Okay, well then that's your 4 damage against the red cave skull. That's going to interrupt the thing, right? So it's not going to do the follow-up because you did do the damage against it? Okay, so this is the blade that Josh is talking about, the Oregon blade. So you'll see it says here, when you defeat an opponent, add 1 damage token as an ability token to this card. When dealing damage, these tokens may be spent to add +1 damage of the same type to your target. So are you not using the damage tokens to... It wouldn't have finished him off anyway.
Would it? I thought he had damage
4,
already.
5, 6. Yeah, it would. So are you going to use?
I'll use the last 2.
So then
And I kill him.
That's done. So
And then I get a new token.
And you get loot.
And loot!
So here's your thing.
Yeah.
Are you just going to hold on to this? Or are you giving it to me?
Just leave them there for now.
Well, it's too late now. Okay, so then that kills that.
Loot?
You get loot. We get 5 gold. So Cavesicle 1 through 3 is off of the board. And now, Nightingale, it is your turn. So please, Twitch, let me know what you would like to do. I say, go kick the Earthloa's butt. Your items all unexhaust, including the
I
ring.
think they spent all their SP, so they should be at 3 now.
And the book, yes. So, because they did 3 pew-pews last time, so now you're starting with 3 stamina points.
You guys can organic liquefy.
You are all about that. You keep on pushing it. Hardcore. Infection move, liquefy Loa. Do you think you need to?
Yes, they're one
One.
space too
Oh,
far away.
okay. So we're going to do the infection move. 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do organic, stab Josh in the back. I like that answer. We're going to do organic liquefy. This is a spell we haven't done yet this show. Episode, whatever, I got
Losing
800
stuff?
more. Yeah, I think, oh no, it's right in front of me. I heard something drop. So your casting die is a teal die. But then you wouldn't be able to watch him drink bacon. That is very true. Okay, so we're rolling the teal die.
And
This is
what's the monster's conviction check.
the monster is going to have 2 white die for its conviction check. So they rolled a 6, which gives them a 12
Okay.
off laybat. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I need those white dice rolling raw hard.
They rolled a 10. They do 10 damage.
They do 10 damage. Damage, if you will. I wish one of these things like gave you symbols for stuff. And you didn't need to take additional stuff. Okay. So 10 damage, 6, 7, 8. They're at 18. So the Earth Loa has 2 more
2 health left.
yeah. And full HP. Y'all are at full HP. They're at full HP. Can they do anything gives them...
They can flip that and do it again.
I wouldn't want to flip it.
It's like
You
one of
can.
the last bad guys on the board. Besides the Cavesicles.
Yeah, but we need those loot tokens in the thing. When you deal magic damage to an opponent, heal... And that's not true, because there's a red totem right there, and that's going to be a bad guy. Yeah, red totem. Metal God's right. You could flip that, and you could do the same spell again.
The Earthlow is out of range of everyone, I think. Maybe you? No, it can't even get to you.
So that's fine. So we'll just leave it there with its
Okay. 2 health.
2 health. Okay. After Nightingale's turn, it's Zeke's turn.
Zeke gets...
You're paralyzed.
You're paralyzed.
So all you're doing
That's
is...
it. Zeke's over.
I never really look at the back of these tokens.
It's your face.
It can get to Remi with reach too.
No, it can't. It can't, because that's a hindrance terrain. So it can't move that fast with it. So it has to go over 1 and down, and it'll be within reach 3 of you, not reach 2. It's only got 4 movement.
Cave Skull 4 through 6 go. Green and pink are all the way out in the middle of nowhere, so they don't particularly care about you, Joshua. Doesn't that make you feel good? However, the teal cavesicle, which is there all by itself, which is not adjacent,
All by himself.
is going to make a range for attack. It is all by itself, so it's just going to attack with 2 white combat die.
He's gonna be all by himself. This cavesicles can't really hurt me.
What's the max on 2 white die?
14.
So what if it does roll a 14? That's a 5. It's not going to roll a 14. That's a 13. It's a 12.
12. Okay. So it's beaten. It's got 2.
Exceeds your defense by 1. It's got 2, and then the armor eats it up, the damage. So no damage.
It gets some. So wait.
It does. It gets +1 physical damage for each shield, and there are 3 shields.
So it does 4 damage.
And you have how much armor?
4 armor.
This is interesting. You can't counter it, but it does have a then. So now it is going to move to be adjacent to you. 1, 2. Or just move 1. Yeah, it would just move 1.
And the current's gonna take him away.
Because there is current on the side.
And I get a break attack. Yeah.
Does this have a current?
Yeah, there's a current on the map. It's all going this way. That's why I'm standing on the ground. So I don't get pulled into the current.
Okay.
Into my death.
It is going to make a melee attack against you, which is again 2 white combat die. So all of your turn hasn't come up yet though, so your counters and all that are all used up, right?
But when the current takes away space, I will provoke a break
Immediately
attack.
get a provoke a break attack. So 2 and 6, you're fine.
Yep. And now he's gonna go
Okay.
down the water.
So then let's do the current.
And
So
I attack him.
Please wait. Let's move the loot down one.
He happens first. 'Cause
Why?
it happens on his turn. That happens at the end of the round. Mantra, it's at the end of the figure's turn. Terrain is at the end of the round.
That doesn't make sense to me. I would figure everything would move
No,
at the same time.
so like at the end of your turn, if you're in the water, you move down 1. It's not at the end of the round. It's right away.
Oh. Are you?
I rolled an 8. I rolled a horrible roll. I will look it up in the rule book.
Yeah.
Now the loot's gonna move down.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
Okay, so I have. Did I use both my SP? No, I had
No,
1
you
SP left.
So you're
So I have 4 SP. So I'm going to fly. That will put me at 2 SP, and I got 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Immediately activate the red totem. Okay, red totem. Ugh. Tucked away behind a pile of rocks, something stirs. If 1 or more fraggers are on the board, which they're not, read A. Otherwise, read B. The rocks stir as 3 fraggers scurry into the open form behind the rubble. Spawn 3 fraggers adjacent to the space this totem occupied.
Yeah, it's at the end of the person's turn it happens. Terrain happens. Oh, sorry. Loot tokens are also affected by currents. These tokens are moved at the beginning of every round, at the end. Which doesn't matter because it's the same.
Well, I mean, I guess it could maybe be different. Okay. Joshua,
Yes.
as I got here, these little schmuckies.
That one did not spawn there.
Why?
Because that is a dangerous terrain. He would just die. No, the orange one.
That's how you kill a Loa.
Over 1 space.
Where?
The Loa.
Yes?
Over 1 space towards me. Yep.
I think that it should just go there. Okay. 1. Oh. Oh my god. 2. Hey, so just, don't worry. I'm alright.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good. 1, 2, and 3. I have fly.
You can stop here at 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you figure that's
Oh,
6? That's
sorry.
7. So I have 2 SP left.
You would want to get here.
8. That will give me my 8, 9, 10. And that would be the rest of my thing.
Video Game Voyeur, I had no symbols to add any damage, so it did nothing. I could have done 1 damage from the sword, but it didn't make sense to use the 1 damage token I had on it to do 1 damage. Or something at 6 health that I'd probably beat in like 1 hit next time.
I don't want to stay on the current because if it's the end of my turn, then I would just go right into the dangerous terrain.
Yep.
I also don't have anything else that gives me SP.
I thought the Magic Bomb does.
Remove an effect from an ally within a sphere of
effect.
influence. So I won't be able to collect that loot until next turn. But that's fine. We have 1 more turn.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm on the green objective token, but I don't have any SP to activate it if it needs that. However, nope, this is fine. Great. When an adventurer moves onto the green objective token, read the following hidden text. You make your way up a small passage, hoping it reaches the surface. What? No. What color is that token?
Yellow.
Just kidding. Okay. It doesn't say to read the thing.
I'm assuming when I go out the green passage, I'll come up in the yellow spot.
That's interesting.
Because it's in about the exact same.
1 is in the corner of the board, and 1 is 3 spaces in.
At lengthwise on the board. It's 3 tiles. It's 3 tiles. It's the approximate location of going from that to there. Alright, you do anything else with your turn, Ann? Except just stare at me?
No.
Lovingly?
No.
Yeah?
No. Definitely no. All the no. So now it is the Earth Loa's turn. The Earth Loa with 2 damage left.
It's going to move 4 spaces closer to Twitch.
Yep. Dangerous Terrain does what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's 2 movement to move through it.
But so it would move
the
there.
totem goes off the map.
Yeah.
I did help.
Okay, so now the Earth Loa is just 1 outside of reach too.
Yep.
So it's at 3.
Who's next? Rook's next.
After the Earth Loa is Rook's turn. So are you going to finally kill the teal
I'm going to run past the teal one.
Cavesicle to get the break attack? Because you can counter now that your stuff is refreshed. 1, so then that's where you're going to get the break attack. It's going to be by itself. It has, man, we ain't scared of no rock. I ain't scared of no ghost. You're not going to sing?
No.
That's rude. Did you put color borders around our names?
Kind of. It wasn't intentional.
Can I get a cool color?
You're purple. Isn't that the best color? I think you have the dice it in. Yeah.
Man, I do. I didn't even see what that was, and it came through so quick. Rock smash! Try that again.
5.
5. 10.
5. Doesn't work.
Nope.
I'm going to counter for 1 SP.
Okay. You're not going to spend anything to counter?
No. I rolled a 14.
It has a defense of 8, so that is 6, and it is dead.
Okay, it's dead. I'm going to get another counter on my sword. And I'm just going to keep moving to that rock in the middle of the water.
So you were here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me.
Wait.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. I'm
You
good
don't.
with that.
Did you want to jump?
No, I want those guys to jump over the gap to try to attack me and then fall in the hole.
How are you going to get out of there?
You guys are just going to finish without me.
Ability tokens remain between encounters and are only removed when you reset adventurers.
Okay.
That's cool.
Thank you, Metal God.
That's very cool. So that's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is Nightingale's turn. So Twitch, it is your turn. You are back up to 3 SP.
And I'm going to gore-shot the rock. Gore-shot the rock.
It's got 2, yeah, I mean, it's got 2 health left.
They say pew.
Pew. So teal to pew against 2 white die. And we'll see how that goes.
You also exhaust your dress to reroll. And you have a wand to reroll. You guys are good.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 4. That's a 10. It rolled a 12.
Reroll or spend another SP?
I think just spend another SP. I don't know. Tap wand? They're saying tap wand.
Okay, so we're going to reroll the teal die. We got options.
Pew pew.
12.
There we go. It's that.
It did. Okay. So the Earth Loa
And they get a loot.
is dead. $9 gold. This is my cavesicle buddies. The 9 gold goes here. And my health tokens go back. Okay. So the Earth Loa is goodbye bye. And Nightingale only used a reroll, tap the one. So you still have 2 SP.
So they're saying to tap infection, to move, to get close to the Remi. And they might be able to get a range of that orange guy and shoot it.
The movement, what's our movement?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, don't put them there. Because I would put them adjacent and get a break attack off that thing. Move them like up here somewhere.
This is all, that's the terrain, the weird terrain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
That would put you in the sphere of influence of orange. No bulb. Okay, people orange. Okay. So a teal die. Try that again. For a gore shot attack against the orange fragger.
Fraggle Rock.
And their conviction is a white and an orange die. So you rolled a 4 for gore shot, which gives you 10. And then we get the white and the orange conviction roll.
Done.
10 and
That's
10.
it.
Okay. Are you taking the irreducible damage and then refreshing something for the health?
I think they should. Yeah, the burn.
Okay. So then that puts 4 against the orange fragger. Nightingale.
There's 1 SP left.
Yes. So
And they can pew one more time and kill it, right? Because it has 2 health left.
That's correct. Then pew, then ring.
Don't even need the ring. You're at full health.
Why? Because you tapped the book?
Yeah, they tap the book to heal.
Yeah, but then if they take the irreducible damage again, that's what you're saying.
No, they don't need to take it a second time because it only has 2 health.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it is teal, white, orange. Ah, go orange. Everybody roll. But okay, that works too. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you don't take any damage.
So that's a
8, and they rolled an 8.
yeah. So not even without the 6. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. The orange fragor is dead. It died from magic damage, so it doesn't drop a bulb. That's what we've said.
Yep.
It's a hive, so we don't get the loot just yet. But that's one less buggy that's going to come murder us. All right, Nightingale's turn is over, and now, Joshua, it's Zeke's turn.
I'm going to activate this. Okay. I don't feel so bad about that. Purple die needs to be rolled.
Okay.
Please.
Can you
Yeah.
not do that? You're gonna murder you.
Why do you stand like with your face half off the camera?
Because the camcorder is too close and I'm
you-
leaning to hit the buttons again because I can't reach from here.
You get longer arms.
Oh, okay.
1 damage to Zeke.
Why 1? Because you have armor?
Yep.
Okay. And then where are you going?
Next to that loot.
Which way did you go? What did you pull?
Just gonna go here.
Yeah. What is the muck?
Muck is just a cost extra SP to do actions and abilities.
What about movement?
And I'm not using SP to do it, so I'm fine. I started my turn not in Muck, so I'm fine.
So going through muck doesn't
Figures in Muck spend 1 additional SP on all actions and abilities.
And it's not dangerous train or hindering
No.
train? 1, 2, 3.
No. Why would I go through the water, Anne?
Oh my god. Okay, could you stand up and move it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got the blue loot.
Okay. Inside this chest, you find a pile of treasure. Party gains 20 gold.
Money, money, money. Do you have to give this all back to Remi's dad when we're done?
No, you give it to Remi and she'll take care of it.
Sounds like
It's in the rule book.
I don't think that's how it works.
Pretty sure it does. Gotta take care of the family business. Okay.
I'm going to use my sword
To move diagonally?
to move diagonally. To move here. And then I'm going to use Blade Works to attack.
We just tell them they all blew up. Okay, so we're attacking the purple fragger.
I rolled a 12. How much defense does it have?
It has 11 defense, so you exceeded the defense by
1.
1. It's got 2 armor.
I have 2 armor piercing.
So then that does nothing. So now you've
I
done
have
1 damage.
2 physical shields
2 physical damage.
for my shields, and 2 physical damage for my star I rolled.
3, 4, 5. And you need 1 more.
And I get +1 damage for every adjacent against me, and he's adjacent to me, so
So that's 6. Okay. So that takes care of the purple one. However, that means that the purple one is going to drop a bulb adjacent to you. It can drop it in the water, so it is going to drop it there because that is closest to you. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, I can't do anything else.
Okay. So then it is Cavesicle 4 through 6's turn. So Cavesicle 4 through 6 is down there. They
goes
are
first?
green and pink. The green one will go first. No opponents adjacent. Nobody within range 4. So what
He's
they're
in range 4. I am in range 4.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you are. Okay. So you're going. There is another Cavesicle within the sphere of influence. So their attack die is an orange and a white die.
That's cool. Good story, bro. Oh, look at that. That didn't do anything.
8.
What does it do next?
Then it is going to move to be adjacent to the opponent with the most damage. So you can...
So it's going to jump over the gap, which
Upper.
means
It needs to roll a black die for each space that it needs to jump over. It is going to jump through 1 space because it can move diagonally. If it rolls a skull, it falls down the big crack and dies. And by big crack...
it doesn't move diagonally, but it only has to jump 1 because it goes across.
Why can't it jump it? Oh, because it can't move diagonally. It succeeds.
Have it do another attack against me?
For pushing the table? Is that why it's going to attack you? It is outside of the sphere of influence of the pink, or no?
No, it's still in it.
So it is going to be an orange and a white die.
4. And 2. Oh, look at that. I'm going to counter. I'll spend the SP to... Yeah, I'll spend the SP to do it. I rolled a 9. I did 1 damage.
Good job. Okay. Now it is going to be the pink Cavesicle's turn. They're within sphere of influence of 4. You're within their sphere of influence?
I am not.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, you're not. So can it move and attack an opponent within range 4? Yes. So it is going to try and jump also. It would probably take... How? Do you think it'd go over the 1, or do you think it'd try and jump to 2?
Go over the 1. It's not dumb. Not that dumb.
I mean, it does say it's intelligent. Right?
So 1 black die.
Okay. It made it.
There you go. It's going to shoot now.
It is within the sphere of influence of the other Cavesicle, so it is going to roll an orange and a white die.
I forgot about something. We'll do this. I'll do it after. There you go. The current affects them, so I'm going to get a break attack against green.
Oh.
And then pink's going to fall down the hole and die.
It doesn't attempt to jump?
Nope, it just falls down the hole and dies because the current just pulls it into the hole. It's a waterfall into the hole.
Huh. So they rolled a 9, and you have a defense of 11, so it doesn't hit. So then it's going to move.
So then green's going to move first, and I get a break attack.
Okay.
I rolled a 7, which doesn't hit.
Correct.
But I have the alignment machine, which is exhaust. After resolve an attack you made, if the attack missed the target, make an attack against the same target.
Okay.
Why I didn't use that for a counter before. So just trying to... All right, I rolled an 11.
Defense of 8, so that's 3 points of damage.
I have plus 3 more damage.
So then it's dead.
And then pink's dead as well because it's going to fall in the hole. Die?
It didn't make its second attack.
It doesn't have a second attack.
It made 1.
Can it move and attack an opponent within range 4?
Oh. Okay.
Move being within range 4 and then make an attack.
Okay, so then pink is dead.
And we get a loot.
So we got 8 gold.
Oh, we never put the froggers on the...
Board. Go ahead, we're going to roll black die. They showed up on my turn.
You have the card for them. Rook just clean it up down in his hole. Yeah.
Ew, that's gross.
I think we should just put it at the end of the track since they can still activate. Otherwise, we skip their whole activation, which would have been 3.
That means it's 3 after me, right?
Yeah.
So, Earthlow is gone. 1, 2, 3. Sounds good to me. That's not actually where it would have been because there was more stuff in between, but...
But they should have attacked once. Red should have activated because Zeke went and killed one of them.
Yes, so then we'll just have it attack you now.
Okay.
Okay. So the Fraggler... is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent sphere of influence? Yes. Bulb token adjacent to that opponent. Also adjacent to all other opponents within the sphere of influence. Thank you, Joshua. I hate you. Okay. So one goes there. The other one goes in the water, and I hate it. That's fine. I'm okay with this because it could be gone. Can it move adjacent to the opponent? Move to be an adjacent with as many opponents as possible. So it is going to go here. And then it is going to attack you. Make a melee attack against the opponent. Its die are a teal die and an orange die.
Oh, I'm gonna dodge. I don't know why. I'm just like thinking about it.
So they rolled a
Reroll my
6,
Dodge.
which means they do not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna counter.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
Against their defense of 11. So that is not a success, but they, when it's hit by an attack, it doesn't hit, so you are fine.
Okay.
Okay, so now we are going to,
Now it's the end of the round.
so then all of these bulbs are going to move down one. This bulb is going to come off of the ground. The loot is going to come down. That bulb is going to come down. And, sorry, so we moved, the one bulb comes off, the one that was next to me. The loot token moved down 1, and the second bulb token moved down 1. That last bulb token there is going to chill because it's on land. It's my turn. I have 3 SP. I'm going to use 1 to pick up that loot token. Thank you. This is the yellow loot token. Gain 2 random consumables.
Just as random consumables?
Correct.
So it would be of the common quality.
Does that mean that there's more planks in there?
No, it's actually better consumables.
I don't know. I think that the plank is pretty awesome. Then
There's the Bath coin. Just like a better plank.
It's just made of like better quality wood. I want to murder the thing. But I used 1 SP to do the encounter. I could fly and not provoke a break attack, but then I couldn't do anything.
You could blanket for Zeke to then beat it up.
But then I will provoke a break. No, I won't provoke a break attack. I
If
lied.
you fly, you don't.
What is this? Augur's Pager? Move any initiative card to the front or back of the initiative track. Help baddies to wreck. That's so cool. Who's Augur?
I don't know.
11:44 a.m. to Augur. Help baddies to wreck. That's cool. Joshua, did you have a pager when you were growing up?
No, I never had a pager.
Really?
No.
I never had one either. I wasn't allowed to get one. Okay, so then I'm going to spend my 2 SP. I will move.
I feel like we're way too young for pagers. Like I feel like cell phones came out like when I was in like high school, maybe middle school. Like I didn't need a pager in middle school.
All the cool kids had pagers in middle school. Let's talk about planks. I think of the plank. That's what it is! I'm literally going to get a Sharpie and draw the Ed, Ed, and Eddie face on this particular plank card.
Okay. Whose turn's next?
So I flew. I'm behind it. I don't provoke a break attack. That puts you up for flanking. If you do anything, you better beat it with a flanking bonus. So then it's Rook's turn. What are you doing down there in the hole by yourself? Thinking about all your poor life choices?
I think I'm going to try to jump
No, you're
to
not.
there.
How much movement do you
I
have?
have 8 movement.
1, 2, 3.
No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go the other way.
What other way? Oh, this way?
Yeah.
You're going to have to get up. There were pagers in high school, but they were useless.
7. I'm going to spend an extra SP to move the extra spaces. I need the 2 purple dice. You got one.
Why no take the objective? Okay, so the objective that I was under is the yellow objective, and these objectives sometimes say when an adventurer moves on to the objective, read the text. Like it tells you when to read the text. For the yellow objective specifically, it says only read the following hidden text when instructed to. So we weren't instructed to in the story to read the text. So that's why. And I'll tell you afterward.
And Rook falls in the hole. And is defeated. I rolled a 9.
Take a seat, Joshua.
A 9.
The table. What did you need, a 10?
Yep. Yep, I was one short.
Well, it's a good thing you defeated all the cavesicles down there, Josh.
Yeah.
You could have just stayed down there.
I mean, me being defeated doesn't mean anything. It just means like I'm off the board for the rest of the counter, which means when Zeke kills this thing and the encounter ends, it's perfectly fine. So I tried to see what the objective token was.
Okay, Zeke. Hit the red one.
It's not my turn.
It's Nightingale's turn. Rook. Okay. So Nightingale, you are here. Oh, that's so cool. This is so much cooler than trying to point on the board. You are here. You do not have line of sight to the red Fragor. But you could move 1, 2. No. That would provoke a break attack on this thing. So
I don't think they can get close enough.
you have 3 SP. I don't think so either. Well, that's not true because there's 2 spaces. So if they move the 1 space there, so 1, 2, 3. Is that
They can get right behind Zeke
that's where
and
Metal
spend
God.
2 SP to do it.
So it would be all 3 SP. Oh, tap infection.
Tap infection. They have 1 SP left to do 1 gore shot at the thingy.
Sounds good. Okay. And then we will go away. I mean, thank you so much. We need to roll a teal die.
And what does it roll?
It rolls a white die and an orange die.
I kind of want to know what happened when I hit that encounter, the objective.
Do you want to know what the yellow objective says?
What? Did I come up to this?
This text is never read and is only used to mark the cave exit.
Yeah.
So nosy.
So, which
I feel judged. Okay, they had a 7, so 7 and a 6 is a 13 against a 13. It meets, so that is 2 damage, and you can take the 1 irreducible damage to make it 4 because the red Fragor has no damage on it.
okay. And then I'll tap the book to heal.
I wasn't asking you, I was asking them.
Then they tap the book to heal. They're going to do it anyway. That's what they're going to do. I know. You can just stay here all night.
I know, burn and tap, I knew that. But I like yelling at Joshua, it makes me happy on the inside. It's 2 more damage, so that's the end of Nightingale's turn, and now Zeke's turn.
Zeke goes up to 4. He is going to really beat up this thing really, really badly because he wants to. So he's going to spend 1 SP to empower his attack.
Okay. I think it's a great suggestion. I'm just saying.
Roll books. That was poopy. All right. I rolled a 12.
Against the defense of 11, you have the 2 armor piercing with Zeke. Does that? Oh, but you also have the flanking bonus.
I'm also backstabbing. So it's +3 to my roll.
How's it backstabbing?
Because my Qatar has the backstab ability on it. So backstab is an upgrade to flanking. So instead of +1, you get +3 to your roll and +5 damage.
Okay, it's that.
So 5,
I'm not counting.
6, 7, 10. 10 damage.
Nobody cares. You wouldn't let me count how much damage my 1 hit did. I did 1 hit this whole game. You wouldn't let me count the damage. Nobody cares. Okay, that's the last Fragor. It is Hive. We get a loot token. The Fragor dies. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that was actually not so bad. I'm banning you. That's 10 gold. Nobody's moved, so nobody gets a break attack from that. All loot tokens are retrieved or destroyed. All combatants have been defeated. We win.
What happens when we win?
We win. That's what happens. It's in. Okay, reward. Each party member that's alive gains 1 XP.
Stay alive.
No. It should. Okay, each party member gains 1 XP. So Rook, dead Rook, has 7.
Defeated, not dead.
Dead Rook has 7. I'm supposed to increase the sum up by 1, right? So instead of 13 is 14?
Yes.
Remi has 1. Nightingale has 4. And Zeke has 1. 1 XP is not too bad, but I was really kind of hoping for more fun stuff. Continue to Someone's There. Page 85.
What?
It's a lot of text. Okay, we'll do that next time. That's a lot of text. It's 2 pages of text. Yeah, it's 2 pages of text. I'm done. What's to look for?
Awesome. Oh, I'm waiting on you.
I'm done.
Done. This is where Anna admits that she can't read.
I told you. Oh, you missed it. I'm illiterate. Girls can't read. No, it's midnight.
Do you want to sign off, or you just want to say, I'm done, goodbye, click?
No, I would like to do option.
That's how you can do it. You
Number
can just hit
2.
the end button, and then everyone's just at home, just like, huh?
And
that was a weird ending.
It would be like the ending of The Sopranos.
I've never watched The Sopranos.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us tonight for Twitch Plays Middara, our interactive stream. We appreciate that you took the time to come out and hang out with us tonight. We have defeated all of the monsters and collected all of the loot. When we start off again next week, we will finish the Someone's There continuation of the story, the success condition. It's definitely a story. And for after the side quest, we go back onto the main mission.
Or we do the bounty.
Oh, we can do the bounty.
Bounty, the best picker-upper?
No.
What? Why?
Don't stop believing. Make sure that you join us this week for our other interactive streams. And tomorrow, the guys will be playing.
You forgot what we play? We play Kingdom Death.
I just wanted you to introduce it.
Kingdom Death
And
Monster.
you're not allowed to introduce.
Going into Lantern Year 4.
Yeah, that was a
to
few.
fight the Butcher.
Oh, you guys haven't fought that monster in a while. I haven't heard you fight that monster in a while. I constantly hear about the White Lion, like a bajillion times, and the Time Chicken.
We don't fight the Time... Like, the Time Chicken we fight less than the Butcher.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay.
Then fight the Baker.
Another candlestick me here. Let's serve them.
Um,
Twitch Plays KDM is another interactive stream, so if this is something that interests you, make sure that you log on tomorrow at 8 p.m. You can check out previous episodes of their KDM show on our YouTube channel. I don't know why you'd want to. And then on Wednesday, what are we doing on Wednesday?
you don't know?
No.
Sent a picture to the Jess earlier today and all that. Death Eaters Rising by USAopoly. So thank you to USAopoly for sponsoring this week's streams and all...
Why do you ruin it? Thank you very much to our friends over at USAopoly for sponsoring not only this stream, but all of this week's streams. Make sure that you check out our spotlight of Death Eaters Rising on Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Eastern.
Is it Standard or Eastern Daylight Time? Nobody actually cares.
Standard right now. People
Make sure that you can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and you can follow us in Discord where? I've unmuted you for this, so you're allowed to say my thing.
we talk about stuff, and Ann doesn't read it all the time. Takes her a while to like catch up and see what's going on.
Like
Might have been talking
mayonnaise
about you some more.
and mustard. What?
Yeah, you don't read it, so we just take our chances.
That's so rude. Make sure that you follow our episodes next week as we have a bunch of fun Halloween costumes planned.
That's gonna be a sexy cat. I'm gonna be a sexier cat.
That's going to be next week on Middara at 8 p.m. And then we have a special All Hallows Eve stream.
We're gonna play Ghost Stories.
I'm excited for that. I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out.
I
How'd you know that?
know a cool prop for us, or at least for you. Talk to the off stream about it.
Okay.
Which Anna and I will be in costumes. I don't know what Matt's gonna be, but
We'll
Anna and I
figure
will
it
be in costumes.
We'll figure it out.
Ghost Stories is intense. You play it in a tent, Peter? Is that how it works?
S'more sounds good.
No, we're gonna have bacon shake.
So gross. So gross. Am I forgetting anything else?
Thank you all for joining. If you're watching this on YouTube, bing, bang, bada, boom. Hit that subscribe button. Woo!
Joshua, do you have anything else to say?
Spray under your beds.
On that note, have a great night, everybody. Goodbye.
You had the recorded or the stream?
The stream. I gotta hit the record too?
Yeah.